Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà ní gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ wa láàárọ̀ yìí o. Àṣẹ Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ o. Ojúmọ́ ti mọ́, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà. Join on the live streaming. Let me know where you're streaming from today. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ bí ń gbọ́ wa lénìí. Bulletin gbọ́ wa, bulletin wò wá. Where are you streaming from today? Jane Juma, I see you. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Rising and welcome to today. Grand Rising and welcome to today. Where are you streaming from today? Just me, Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, Femi Cash, Anthony Akíntẹ̀lú, See always, Àjíire bí o, ṣé dáadáa la jí? Àwọn aráalé wa ń kọ́. Grand Rising and welcome to today. Welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Welcome to another episode of Àṣẹ for today. Láti Benin City, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Grand Rising and thank you for joining us. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, àṣẹ ògbó àtọ̀yìn. Grand Rising and welcome to another day, Georgia State. Bukki Adesanwo, ojúmọ́ ire, bulletin gbọ́ wa lénìí o. Grand Rising. Thank you for liking, for clicking on your screen. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Talk and do. How are you this morning? Femi Cash, Grand Rising. AB, thank you for joining us. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ o. This is another episode of Àṣẹ for today, our daily live streaming, where we delve into Odù Ifá for each new day. Prince Adébọ̀wálé, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́ o. Ibi tá a ti ń kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá lójoojúmọ́. Every morning we make a divination and we ask Ifá, báwo lòní ó ṣe máa rí o? We ask Ifá, how is today going to be? And Ifá responds to us with an Odù Ifá, one of the chapters of Odù Ifá. Talk and do from Alberta, ẹ ṣé gan ni. AB Black, Olúwọlé, thank you so much for joining. Iyanifa Ewa, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ramsey, adúpẹ́, ẹ ṣé. We delve into another Odù Ifá every morning to ask Olódùmarè what is the direction for today. Olódùmarè is the divine and supreme being, the creator of the heaven, the earth, everything in and outside of it, the past, present, future, what we know and what we don't know. Olódùmarè is the manufacturer of our life and every other thing that exists on this plane. So every new morning we ask the manufacturer, what is the direction for today? And Olódùmarè responds through Ifá, through the Odù Ifá, because Odù Ifá is the voice of Olódùmarè. Odù Ifá ni ohùn ẹnu Olódùmarè. Odù Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè. If you are not following, click on the plus sign to follow. YouTube, blue butterflies, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Please, can you confirm that the visual and the audio on YouTube is bright? Who is there? Please move this light there. Can you confirm that the visual and the audio on YouTube is... Move it here. Towards me. I didn't say turn it this way. Move it here. Okay. Can you confirm that the visual and the audio on YouTube is great? So every morning like this, we ask Olódùmarè, what direction are we going to? Gizmo, Adúpẹ́, ẹ ṣé, and an Odù Ifá comes out for us. And that Odù Ifá is the words of Olódùmarè, the compilation of global and universal knowledge, information about everything that exists in this world and outside of this world. So that is why we need to go into the Odù Ifá every morning to ask, to receive direction, to receive instruction, to receive blessings, to receive lessons and guidance on this life. Ifá is simply the GPS of life. So whatever it is that you are doing with Ifá that does not involve you getting knowledge and information, you haven't started that journey at all. Blue butterflies, thank you so much. If there is any change in the quality of the video and the sound, please let me know immediately. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. Odù Ifá wo la gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá? What was the Odù Ifá for yesterday? Odù Ifá wo la gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá? Odù Ifá wo la gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá? Can somebody tell me the Odù Ifá for yesterday? Iyanifa Ewa, ojúmọ́ ire o, àbọrú àbọyè o, mo ṣubú àtọ̀yìn o. Odù Ifá wo la gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá? Ogbe òtúrá. Odù Ifá ogbe òtúrá, òun lodù Ifá tá gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá. Auntie Golden Light, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. Jíire bí o, ẹ ṣé gan ni, a dúpẹ́. A dúpẹ́, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Odù Ifá ogbe òtúrá ni Odù Ifá tá gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá. The Odù Ifá that we treated yesterday was Odù Ifá ogbe òtúrá, and we had a lot of lessons and blessings from that Odù Ifá. Can you highlight some of the things that you learned from that Odù Ifá yesterday? That Odù Ifá for yesterday was very deep. Latoya, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, Grand Rising, how are you doing today? The Odù Ifá for yesterday was very deep. Can somebody point out one lesson that you did, one blessing, one instruction, one direction that Ifá pointed you to yesterday? Ayọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, Àwo ìgbàlódé, ẹ kú ojúmọ́, ẹ káàárọ̀. Prepare TV, thank you so much for joining us. Mo ṣe Àbọrú Àbọyè. Stephen, it's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. Abigail, ẹ ṣé gan ni, good character. Good character. That was what the Odù Ifá for yesterday was centered around. Odù Ifá tá gbé yẹ̀wò lánàá, ó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìwà. We spoke about character, and we were able to establish yesterday that by default every human character is negative. By default every human being does not have sense, because the Odù Ifá came with an opening. Odù Ifá ẹni tó bá kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́gbọ́n, ọgbọ́n á dúró tì. Ẹni tí ò bá kọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ lọ́gbọ́n á gọ̀ ju iṣu lọ. If you teach your child wisdom, the child will shine brightly with wisdom. But if you do not teach your child wisdom, the child will be more foolish than a dead yam. Now, if you observe that Odù Ifá, it says, if you teach your child wisdom, the child will shine brightly with wisdom. The second line did not say, if you teach your child foolishness. It says, if you do not teach the child wisdom, foolishness is what will come out naturally. So by default, human beings don't have sense. By default, our Iwa is bad, is negative. That is the default state. We have to teach and train and encourage ourselves and learn and challenge ourselves to develop good character, to have wisdom, to be matured, and to go through life with a lot of good attributes. We have to learn it, which explains why life keeps taking us through different turns to learn. The fact that you are experiencing certain things repeatedly is because you have not learned. It's not because Elédùmarè does not like you. It's not because your village people are after you. Most of the time it's because you have not picked wisdom. Because if you have picked wisdom, you will know how to handle those village people. You will know the directions to go to avoid them. FSH Global. Ogbo Atoyin Ifá gbè wá. So that was the lesson from yesterday. If you missed the live streaming for yesterday, head over to our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube, to catch a replay. The Odù Ifá for yesterday is something that, if I have time, I wish I could sit down in a very long live streaming and teach it step by step for you to understand what life is, for you to understand how life happens the way it happens. Our flash goal for today is heart me. 9 people to send in their heart me for the day. 9 people. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 9 people to send in heart me. Where is everybody? Ojúmọ́ Ire, Auntie Golden Light, Eshegoni, I see you here. Ajoke, Eshegoni, talk and do. Thank you so much for that. Jane Juma, see you always. Eshegoni, Adupe. Just Mimi, thank you so much for that. Atman, send in your heart me for the day. Just 9 people. We need 5 more people. Oya nikia. In the comment section, type the Odù Ifá for today. Odù Ifá wo la ngbe yewo leni. In the comment section, type in the Odù Ifá for today. 5 more people to send in their heart me. Send in your daily heart me. Oya, send it in. Nikia. Odù Ifá wo ni Odù Ifá ta ngbe yewo leni. Somebody else aside from Jane Juma, Janet Africana, somebody else, if you're on the global Ifá community, what is the Odù Ifá for today? Ofun Iwori. Ofun Iwori. Iyanifa Ewa, thank you so much for that. Send in your heart me for the day. We need 5 more. 5 more to meet up with it. Anthony Akinpelu Eshegoni. Odù Ifá Ofun Iwori ni Odù Ifá ta ma gbe yewo leni. Awesome God, grand rising and welcome to today. This Odù Ifá is going to speak about something very sensitive. Something very sensitive. So I really want you to pay attention, let your emotions go out, and let's see what's going to happen today. Gizmo, thank you so much for that. 4 more people to send in their hearts me for the day. Jane Juma, please post the comments, post the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Thank you so much, Rafi, for sending in your hearts me for the day. Oh yeah, 3 more people in your meta. Odù Ifá ta ma gbe yewo leni, like I said, is very emotional and is very sensitive. So I need you to relax, take away the emotions and the sentiments, and just listen to what Ifá has to say. Before we start today, let's dive into our Iba. Ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ leni, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sínú Iba. Ká tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ leni, let's start with our Iba. The WhatsApp number is now pinned on your screen. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. You can copy it. Ẹ̀yin ọmọ awẹ súnmọ́ bíbá yìí àti fẹ́ ṣe ìbá. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbà. Àṣèbà tí wáyé ọjọ́. Àṣèbà tí wọ̀ oòrùn. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Jagunjagun òde ọ̀run àṣèbà. Ọba tí ń fọba jẹ kábíyín ò sí. Ọba tó jẹ́ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ òpin ohun gbogbo tí ò ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tí ò ní òpin àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ oníṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbà ọba tó lọ kọrin kése. Ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́yìn ọba títí ayérayé ọba tí ń fọba jẹ àṣèbà ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ létí òkun àṣèbà ògbénú wúndí aṣọlá ògbénú adélébọ̀ ṣògo àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Ó gbénú ẹ̀là ó gbénú òyìgí ó ṣọlá ẹ̀là Elédùmarè ọba kábíyèsí ibi tó bá wù nílẹ̀ yìí sí ibi tó bá wù nílẹ̀ nà sí ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbáláyé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀ àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Àrí ìró àlá ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́ni ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Jagunmalé olúwo òdi ọ̀run àṣèbà olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣèbà àṣèbà gbogbo bàbá àṣèbà gbogbo ìyá àṣèbà gbogbo ọmọdé àṣèbà gbogbo àgbàlagbà gbogbo onílé gbogbo àlejò nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ ti ń gbọ́ mi mo ṣèbà orí yín mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá yín o mo ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Èní lọ̀sẹ̀ Ògún èní lọ̀sẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́yìn àníkọ́ lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà o. Ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run àṣemúsòmúsò ẹgbẹ́ àṣẹ àkíkà ẹgbẹ́ bọ̀rọ̀kíní ayé bọ̀rọ̀kíní ọ̀run àṣèbà a ní kí bà wá ṣe o. Ògúnláka ayé ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀ olómi nílé fẹ̀gẹ̀wẹ̀ òláṣọ nílé fimọ̀ kí mọ̀ bóra Ògún tó lànà fálára Ògún tó lànà fájèrò jagunjagun tó ń dìde tó ń jà fún wa Ògúnlákàyé àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà á kọ́ má dá sí wa lára láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ẹlẹ́yẹ, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà, ẹ̀yin ògbẹ́kún ọmọ ẹ̀ta tí wéré, ẹ̀yin elétí gbáròyé, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ òdi ọ̀run, abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, ẹ̀yin abiyamọ ọlọ́jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ tí ò jẹ́ kọ́mọ ẹ̀ ò jábọ́ àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀sá méjì, ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀sá ẹlẹ́yẹ, ẹ̀yin atẹ̀dọ̀jòrò òǹró, ẹ̀yin apanimáyọ̀dà, ẹ̀yin ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹ̀yin ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má bòtán arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀ àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́ àṣèbà yín o aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń ṣe ifá, níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń ṣèṣẹ̀ṣe lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí, àṣèbà fáwọn irúnmọlẹ̀, àṣèbà fáwọn òrìṣà, àṣèbà fún lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ajíbọ́lá mi ògbódò ọ̀rà mo ṣèbà ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ ọ. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ onílé ni mo ṣèbà fún. Erelú, Tòṣùgbó, Olúwo, ìyá àbíyè, àwọn apènà, àwọn balógun, àwọn lísà, látòkè dókè láì dápá kan sí mi mo ṣèbà ọmọ ní kíbà mi ṣẹ ọ. Mo ṣèbà ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbà Jíbọ́lá, mo ní kájíbọ́lá gbè wá, kájíbọ́lá dúró tì wá, kó bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Mo ṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀ kí n tó tẹ̀, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó ṣe awo kí n tó ṣawo, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó tẹ̀lú ìdó, mo ṣèbà àwọn tó lànà tó ní káwa máa lọ, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn aláṣekù, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àwọn tó fi ẹ̀mí àti ara wọn jà fúnfá àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Egungun òrìṣà àwọn aláṣekù àṣèbà aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ifá orí mi rèé o, àṣeyé ìpà ifá, àṣeyé ìpà ikin, àṣeyé ìpà ọ̀ṣà lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tá a ti ń pe ifá, àṣeyé ìpà ifá o aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. A tún ti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ ifá mi ìléyìí. Odù Ifá Ofun Ìwòrì lodù Ifá tá a máa gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́nu. Ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀, òye, ire, ọlá, ọlà, ìdùnnú, ìlera pípé, ìgbéga àti àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nínú ẹsẹ̀ ifá yìí, òun ni kó máa jẹ́ tiwa tilé tọmọ tẹbí tará láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bá a ṣe ń fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́ kó má gba tòsì jáde, kó dénú wa báyìí kó di odindi, kó dire ọlá, kó dire ọlà, kó dilé àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kífá wá fare wá fún wa, kífá wá darí ibi kúrò lọ́nà wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, kó o wá fi ẹsẹ̀ ifá yìí kó o wá fi tún orí wa ṣe níbi tó kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, kífá wá fi ọ̀nà hàn wá, ibi tó rí wa ń gbé wa lọ, kẹ́sẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ojúmọ́ ire, ojúmọ́ ayọ̀, ojúmọ́ ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi báyìí. Our flash goal for today on TikTok is the heart me. We need 2 more people to send in their heart me. 2 more people to send in their heart me. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ̀yin ará TikTok, ibo lẹ wà, èèyàn méjì péré. Send in your heart me and let's meet that goal before the time is up. 2 more people to send in their heart me. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́. As you join, click on the plus sign to follow. Continue to click on your screen, repost and share as many times as you can. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, as many times as you can, share this, repost, like, and do all of the good stuff that you're supposed to do. Follow, like, share, repost, and keep tapping on the screen. The teaching for today is Odù Ifá Ofun Ìwòrì. Thank you so much for sending in that gift. Odù Ifá Ofun Ìwòrì. 1 more person to send in their hearts me. Èèyàn kan péré ló kù o. 1 more person. Deborah, thank you so much for joining us. Odù Ifá Ofun Ìwòrì. I'll be reading from the manuscript of the sacred text of Ifá, ọ̀rọ̀ tí Olódùmarè ń sọ. Like I always say, you have so many options of the sacred text of the collections of the 256 Odù Ifá, but most of the ones you have outside. Alaska, Ìfẹ́jú owó lọ. Thank you so much for helping us meet our gifts. We have achieved our life goal for today on TikTok. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Everybody that came in to support, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, they will support you. Àwọn tó Elédùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́, wọ́n máa gbé yín sọ́wọ́ báyìí ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹgbẹ́ ayé, ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run wá dúró tì yín, wọ́n á gbé ire ọlá wá fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé ògúngúlùsọ̀ onísọ̀ ọ̀bọ̀jì, ajé á fi ilé yín ṣelé, ajé á fi ọ̀nà yín ṣọ̀nà, ajé á kórè ajé, ire owó, ire ọlá wá fún yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àbùdí ní tolókun, àbùdí ní tọlọ́sà, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bù á máa di fún yín ní ìlọ́po ni. Ifá gbè wá. Thank you so much for helping us meet that gift. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. I will be reading Odù Ifá Ofun Iwori. Kò ń ṣe Ìwòrì ọ̀wọ́n rí o. Ta ló kọ Emmy? What are you typing? Odù Ifá for today is Ofun Iwori. I will be reading it from the sacred text of Ifá. Ọ̀rọ̀ tí Olódùmarè ń sọ. Paul Adébáyọ̀, ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Like I was saying, there are different texts around that compiles all 256 Odù. Several essays under it in Yoruba language, translated into English and other wonderful languages. But most of them just stop there. Now, what's the essence of the Odù Ifá that you are listening to, that you are reading, that you cannot apply to your everyday life? I mean, you cannot pick it and put it into your real life in 2026 at the time of recording this video. There's no point. It's just like stories and poems. So Ifá College has gone steps further to make sure that the knowledge that we are receiving, because it is timeless knowledge, Ifá is timeless information, we are able to apply it to the way that works for us in this year. So we have gone further to extract the lessons and the blessings and the instructions in every essay Ifá. We have gone several steps further to break it down on how to apply it to your everyday lives. Your finances, your health, your relationship, your career, your personal life, your social life, your academics, your spirituality, your personal growth, and all of that good stuff. And then we end it with the Iwori by making the Iwori that is appropriate with that essay Ifá. Now you see, nothing like we have ever had it before. So if you have not pre-ordered for this sacred text of Ifá, you have not locked in your own copy, head over to the website ifacollege.ng, ifacollege.ng. Head over to the website and lock in your own copy. We'll be printing 1,000 copies for a start. More than half has been, over 600 has been pre-ordered already. Make sure you have your own copy at the time that it is going to be out. Depends on when you are watching this video. It's probably published at the time you are watching this. Odù Ifá Ofun Iwori. Odù Ifá Ofun lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún, ọmọ Ìwòrì lọ́wọ́ òsì. Where's your brother? Ofun lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún, ọmọ Ìwòrì lọ́wọ́ òsì. I will be reading in Yoruba first, and then we translate into English. So if you're part of the non-Yoruba speaking audience, just hang in there. I will translate in English shortly. Ifá ní bí a bá bínú, ọmọ ọlọ́mọ á máa di ọmọ ẹni. Adífá fún ọ̀bọ̀múbọ̀mú, èyí tí ó kọ́lé alárinrin, á kọ́lé alákẹsẹ̀ tán, tí kò ní bímọ rárá. Wọ́n ń pẹ̀gàn rẹ̀ kiri pé kò bímọ, ó kọ́lé, a ní kó rúbọ. Eku 10, ẹja 10, ẹyẹlé 10 àti ẹgbẹ̀wá owó, òun ni nǹkan ẹbọ. Ó gbọ́, ó rú. Ó pẹ́ títí tí wọ́n ti ń pẹ̀gàn rẹ̀. Ẹni tí ó bá sì rúbọ, ṣèbí wọ́n ní òun ni èṣù ń gbè. Nítorí náà, èṣù pàdé ọ̀bọ̀múbọ̀mú níjọ́ kan tó ń lọ sọ́nà oko. Ó ní kí ó máa gbé ọmọ kòkòrò tí ó bá rí, kó máa gbé wá sílé, kó dẹ̀ gbé sí inú ilé rẹ̀, kí ó máa fi erùpẹ̀ lé ibi tó bá wà. Oòduà yóò ṣọmọ tirẹ̀ fún láìpẹ́. Ó gbọ́mọ̀ràn náà, ló wá di ọlọ́mọ láyé. Ìwà náà ni ọ̀bọ̀hún wù títí di òní. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Let's read that again. Wọ́n ní bí a bá bínú, ọmọ ọlọ́mọ á máa di ọmọ ẹni. Adífá fún ọ̀bọ̀hún tí ó kọ́lé alárinrin tán tí kò bímọ rárá. Wọ́n ń pẹ̀gàn rẹ̀ kiri, kò bímọ, ó kọ́lé, àní kó rúbọ. Eku 10, ẹja 10, ẹyẹlé 10 àti ẹgbẹ̀wá owó òun nìkan ẹbọ. Ó gbọ́ orú. Ó ti pẹ́ tí wọ́n ti ń pẹ̀gàn rẹ̀. Ẹni tí ó bá sì rúbọ òun ni èṣù ń gbè. Nítorí náà èṣù pàdé ọ̀bọ̀hún níjọ́ kan tí ó ń lọ ní ọ̀nà oko. Ó ní kí ó máa gbé ọmọ kòkòrò tí ó bá mú lọ sílé rẹ̀, kí ó dẹ̀ máa fi erùpẹ̀ lé ibẹ̀. Oòduà yóò ṣọmọ fún láìpẹ́ ọjọ́. Ó gbọ́ ìmọ̀ràn náà, ó sì di ọlọ́mọ. Ìwà náà ni ọ̀bọ̀hún hù títí di òní. Ogbó atán. The English translation reads thus. Please, can you help me with consultation? Yes, we do. That's my primary job. Can somebody post the WhatsApp number in the comment section so that I can pin it? English translation says, if you are kind, you can adopt other people's children as your own. Hold on. The WhatsApp number has been pinned on your screen right now. Thank you so much for that gift. Who asked that question? Understanding Abbey. The WhatsApp number is pinned on your screen right now. You can copy it. English translation of that Odù Ifá says, if we are kind, we can adopt other people's children as our own. This Ifá was cast for Ọ̀bọ̀hún, the wealthy one who had built many houses but had no children. People mocked him every day, saying, he has no child, yet he has houses. He was told to offer sacrifice, ẹbọ, 10 rats, 10 fish, 10 pigeons, and 10,000 cowries. He heard and performed the sacrifice. After all, Eshu is the one that always supports those that sacrifice. Eshu met him on the road to the farm and said, any young insect that attracts you, take it to your house and cover it with sand. Odu, I will transform it into a child for you. Ọ̀bọ̀hún obeyed, and he became a father. And that is why till today, Ọ̀bọ̀hún is known as the owner of many children. Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. This Odù Ifá, like I said, this Odù Ifá is a very sensitive one. And it speaks about, on surface level, it speaks about infertility, it speaks about those that are trying to conceive, and it speaks about the challenges that they face, the mockery that goes on with them. I mean, if people have children and they don't have money, they will be mocked to say, oh, you brought all these children into the world and you don't have money to take care of them. If people have money and they don't have children, oh, you are just building houses, you are just spending money, you are not even thinking of having children. That is what people will always say. There is always something to be said. And Ọ̀bọ̀hún, the one that this Odù Ifá was cast for, was also experiencing the same thing. But the introductory part, the opening line of this Odù Ifá says, wọ́n ní bí a bá bínú, ọmọ lọ́mọ á di ọmọ ẹni. English translation says, if we are kind, we can adopt other people's children as our own. So first of all, this is a confirmation that Ifá supports adoption. It is okay for people to adopt and raise other people's children. It doesn't make them less of a human being. It doesn't make them less of a parent. Those children are not less of children. You can adopt children on your own. You can explore any alternate means of fertility. You can explore holistic methods of fertility. You can explore other ways to raise children. Ifa is fully in support of it. So people that come out to say, oh, it is not part of our tradition in Yoruba for people to go to explore IVF, to explore adoption, to explore surrogacy, to explore whatever it is that medical science and technology is bringing to us today. Please, Edapada, you are sounding very unintelligent. Dr. Yomi, Grand Rising, Eku Ojumo, you are sounding very uninformed. Ifa says here, Wani, Ifani, Biaba nínú re, ọmọ ọlọ́mọ á sì di ọmọ ẹni. Biaba nínú re, ọmọ ọlọ́mọ á sì di ọmọ ẹni. If we are kind, we will raise other people's children as our own children. The Odù Ifá goes further to say, this person came to Ifa, Mr. Dayo P1 Eku Ojumo, this person came to Ifa for a divination that he or she has been termed barren and infertile, and people had mocked them to their face several times. In fact, every other thing that they are doing in life, nobody values it as anything because they don't have children. Eshu met the person on the way to the farm and said, any of these insects that you like, take it home as your child. Take sand and pour it there. Let this insect feel at home, and raise these children as ants as your own children. Eshu was the one that said, go out and take children that are not your own. Go out and find alternative means of having children, of raising children, and explore it. And whatever children you get from there, take care of them like your own. This person went to Ifa because of infertility. Ebo was made. Anybody would have naturally expected that after Ebo was made, the person would just get pregnant, or their wife would get pregnant and have children. It's not always like that. And that is okay. Some people have been destined to raise those children that have been abandoned, those children that are orphans, those children that are motherless, those children who are being raised by single parents. Some people have been called to raise them, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. Particularly if you are dating or married to a single mother or a single father or a widower or a widow that have children. Eshu says, go and find children that you are attracted to, that you love. Bring them into your house and raise them. Some people will have one, and they will struggle to have number 2, number 3, number 4. This Odù Ifá says it is okay to explore other means of having children. And if it gets right down to it, adoption is also okay. So let's unlearn this. Come and push this light on. Let's unlearn this idea, especially when you come here. Push that light up. Especially when it has to do with being in relationship or married to single mothers and single fathers, which makes you a stepmom or a stepdad, which means you are raising children that are not biologically your own. Ifa says you have to do it with kindness. He says, Bi abani nure omolomo asidi omo eni. If you are kind, you can adopt other people's children as your own. Emphasis on the word kind. I want to take this opportunity to say sorry, to apologize, to empathize with people who are raised by stepmom or stepdad and they had very bitter experiences. I mean, every one of us has heard one or two of those stories from childhood to now, of how a stepmother and a stepfather treated their stepchildren. Unfortunately, they didn't understand the gift that Olódùmarè gave to them. Olódùmarè gave to them in form of raising other people's children. I just message you now, but I know you are busy. Okay, I'm glad that you said that already. So just hold on for your response. It is a blessing. It is another level of blessing, another level of ire, another level of life, to be given the opportunity to raise children that are not your own. Some of you don't know it. It is a privilege to actually do that. That you go out of your way to make sure that another child that is lacking in parenting has a home, has a heart to call mommy, to call daddy. First of all, you are helping someone to fulfill their destiny. Secondly, àwọn abiyamọ ayé, abiyamọ ọ̀run, you are performing their role in physical life. It's like you have stood before àwọn ìyá mi, irúnmọlẹ̀, Olódùmarè, and you have said, I know that children that are fatherless, we always look up to Olódùmarè to be a father to them. Look up to the Orishas to be a father to them. We know that those that are motherless, those that are orphans, will look to àwọn ìyá mi to be mothers to them, will look to Ọ̀ṣun to be a mother to them. Now, those Orishas and those spirits beings cannot appear in physical realm and be a parent to them. You are telling yourself that I am available. Let me do your work in the life of these little children. You are partnering with Ọ̀ṣun. You are partnering with Yemoja. You are partnering with àwọn ìyá mi. You are partnering with Olódùmarè to fix a gap in the life of someone. You are pretty much playing God in their life. You are pretty much playing divinity and supremacy in their life. You are saying that I am available. Olódùmarè, use me. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi, I know this is your work, but I'm ready to do it for you. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? To be able to answer the call of Olódùmarè in the life of somebody. That single mother is somewhere praying that she should find a man that will love her, but most importantly, find a man that will raise her children with her as his own. She's making that prayer, that supplication to Olódùmarè, to àwọn ìyá mi, to the Orishas, to her ancestors. And you have decided to be the answer. No, think about it deeply and pause. What reward do you think you are going to get from Olódùmarè, from the Orishas, from àwọn ìyá mi, for this gap you have decided to bridge? Somebody is in their house praying, God, show up for me. You are the one that shows up. What are you in the life of that person? You have come there to play divinity. And it is another level of blessing, if only you understand how spirituality works. And I know that we live in a society where people have been raised to misunderstand and to judge, particularly single mothers. But then it just shows a lot of lack of emotional intelligence. In fact, complete lack of sense. Because think about it. That single girl you are running after, that single girl you have chosen, I mean single, never had children, that you have chosen. If we can see the number of abortions that she has had to do, and in the side of the world where I come from, it's not considered a good thing, except it was medically recommended. If you know how many of them have actually birthed children and abandoned them, but then you see that, and then you see somebody who decided to take responsibilities and birth her child, even when she was raped, birth her child, even when somebody had lured her as a young adult or a minor, to raise her child by herself, even when her parents said, you have become a shame to the family, and she has struggled to raise that child or that children. You see a woman who was in a relationship and a marriage that was toxic and life-threatening, and she fled with nothing, with her children, to give them a better life, to protect them from toxicity. And then those are the people that we shame. You see a single father who, despite the fact that the mother of the children decided to be irresponsible, he took it upon himself to say what? My children will come first. And those are the people that we choose to shame. One time intimacy, and the girl becomes pregnant, and she has the baby, and she abandons it in the father's house, telling the grandmother to raise the child, and she goes off like that, and that man takes responsibility for it. You meet a widower who did not choose how their life turned around, and those are the people that we choose to shame. Sometimes I look at this generation and I wonder what is going on in our head. And a lot of you wonder why women are putting their life at risk, going through abortion, especially in the side of the world where we live, where it is illegal and criminal, meaning that you cannot walk into a standard medical institution and say you want to take out a pregnancy. You have to go through corners, different quack places. This is the reason they endanger their lives, and they do that. Because they know that if they decide to face reality and raise that child, their chances in life has been cut down by 90%. And that is because of us. So I'm not saying you have to go looking for single moms and widows and single fathers and widowers. I'm saying if life brings you on their path, and life brings their path to you, and every other thing is intact, and that is the only clause that you have, reconsider yourself. Because I'm just wondering, are you not going to raise children eventually? Iyanifa, I cannot raise another person's child. I mean, I just walked a couple through a conversation about that. I had been speaking with the husband a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, I don't understand. I can't pay her child's school fees. I cannot do this for her child. I cannot bring her child abroad. And the first question I asked is, did you consider that this woman had a child before you married her? And she actually has another child for you. Now she has 2 girls. And you are going to treat them differently. You are going to raise your own biological child to see her sister, Omo Iyae, as different from her. To understand that her father chose her ahead of her sister. I mean, why do we do this? You have seen a single mother, you have decided to marry her. Then the moment she has your own children for you, you start to treat her own children anyhow. And I told the man, I said, see, I don't want you to listen to me from the angle of, oh, she had been a single mom before, that's why she's saying this. I want you to listen to me from the angle of an Ifa priestess is speaking to you. 3 things that will stand against you. Number 1 is this: if you did not marry that girl's mom, she will still have the opportunity and the privilege to meet another man that will be a dad to her and will raise her. Now you have blocked that opportunity, and you are denying her that love that she can get from another man out there who is ready to be a father. Number 2, you are growing up to create a segregation, unnecessary jealousy and envy between 2 children, and one more, 2 children that share the same womb. No, tell me how Irumoles are supposed to respond to that. You are building a child that is not yours, and the only contribution you are making to her, making in her life, is to make her feel unworthy, to make her feel like a choice that she did not make is going to make her life go in a direction that she doesn't want. And you know what that means. These children are minor. They are victims in this situation. The least you can do is to love them. And in his defense, he said, Iyanifa, if I do this for her, her father can show up tomorrow now and come and reap where he did not sow. She will leave eventually. I said, your daughter that you are raising, another man will not come and take her eventually. No, because if your problem is the fact that this girl's dad will show up one day and we come and reap where he did not sow, and we go off with the child, but your own biological daughter that you are raising, one man is coming to take her one day and is coming to reap where he did not sow. If she decides to marry a man that is lower in financial status than her, she will still carry your money and your wealth that you gave to her and go and spend it to the man and take the man's last name and go off and probably see you once in 3 years. It's going to happen whichever way. Iyanifa, I didn't think of it like that. You did not think at all. That's the point. You didn't think at all. Because you are an intelligent, educated, exposed person. If you thought for a minute, you would have seen these things I'm showing to you. You didn't think at all. You see somebody at the side of the road with a bag on their head, basket of fruits on their head, and a traveling bag. And then you look at the person and say, mama coming, but you did not consider that she has luggage. And then she enters into your car and you are saying, this your basket, water is dripping out of it. This thing is so heavy for my, excuse me, you saw me, I was going on my own. You saw me with luggage. I did not wave down your car. You are the one that said you want to help me. So what exactly did you want to help with? If you don't want me to have my basket, you saw the basket dripping water. You saw, look at the mark on my face. You saw it. So why would you stop and pick me up and then grumble all the way to the end of the journey about how inconvenient my luggage is? It doesn't make sense. Ifá says here that you can raise other people's children as your own. There is nothing wrong with that. Dr. Yomi said, very interesting topic, but Iyanifa, some kind-hearted men have been made to regret after adopting a child of a single mom. Nobody can make you regret anything. It means that you don't understand what you are doing. We go through life and we are kind to people, even our own children. Do you know how many biological children have turned out to become shame, disgrace, and pain to their parents? Will that stop the next person from having a child? No. Whatever it is that you did for that child, whatever it is that you did for that person, particularly minors and people that are invalid, people that are, how would I put it? People that need help, people that are in the category of dependent, whatever you do to them, you are not doing it to them because you are expecting them to make you feel good about it. You understand that what you are doing is beyond you. That's the reason you will raise your children. If you sit down and listen to stories of what biological children have done to their parents, parents raised them, took care of them, did everything, invested in them, sleepless nights over them, and then when the children now start to make success, they forget their parents. Will that stop the next person from having a child? No. People have invested in their spouses and they turned out to be what? Wicked people. Will that stop wedding from happening every Saturday in Lagos, Nigeria? No. Even you yourself have made choices on yourself. You have picked up actions on yourself that you have gone out to regret. Will that make you go ahead and take your life and say, no, you know what, I've disappointed myself too much, I cannot continue life? No. So if the reason you will take a single mom or a single father and not raise their children with kindness is because some other people have regretted it, then you might as well not even live life. Because the decision you are making today, you might regret it. The decision you are taking for yourself today, you might regret it tomorrow. That's life. But when you understand the fundamentals and the foundation of what you are doing, you tell yourself that these children that I'm showing up for, I'm showing up for them because this is what Olódùmarè will want in this time. This person needs a father. And I am playing divinity in their life. Whether or not they appreciate it directly, it doesn't matter. I am doing what I am doing, and I know that it's coming back to me in a million folds. That is the way life is. So whether it comes back to you through that parent, through that child, or in 101 different ways, if you understand how spirituality works, you know it is going to come back to you. That's the truth. Auntie Golden Light said, deep. They said life is not balanced. I believe life is balanced. It's just human beings who intend to be on tilting the scale. Exactly. We are the ones who have decided to look at things from one side like this. You want to close one eye and just look at so that you will not see what is there. If we come from the place of love, you see this thing called love, I wish we all understand it. If we come from the place of love in everything that we are doing, we will know that life is not as hard as we think it is. People will do things. There are several Odù Ifás that will come out and say, Oninu Renye, you are a person that does good, but several times you have been repaid for evil. Ifá says, don't desist from doing good. Continue to do it. Because you are not doing it for them. You are doing it for yourself. If I raise somebody else's child, and after a while they come back to me to say, who sent you? I didn't ask you for help. I'm doing it for the day that my children will be somewhere, either as minors or in their adult life, and I will not be able to show up as a parent, and somebody else will have to show up for them. Those of you that have children abroad, siblings abroad, you can attest to this. They will eventually meet one family that doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not even your culture or your race. And they will take them up in that country and love them and raise them. They will do things that you as a biological mother wish that you could do there, but you could not do. They have adopted your children. I'm a living witness to it. For people that knew me growing up and knew my mom and my dad, we were just two biological children. But the number of children that my parents raised, and at several points in my life, I have seen people show up as parents in my life. And I just smile because what? My parents sowed that seed. How many of them came back to say thank you? Not many. A lot of them that went on to say this and say that and say negative and nasty things is part of life. But I am here today as their biological child, enjoying it, and I identify the fact that in and nobody can argue that with me. When I started on this spiritual journey, it was a stranger. For those of you that listen to my story, I call her grandma now. My kids call her grandma. A complete stranger. She was one that took me in, that taught me, that raised me, that loved me, and laid the foundation of what I know today as herbalism and spirituality. She still called me yesterday. Oh, mommy, báwo ni? She will still call me to check on me. Products that I went on to sell for millions, grandma gave them to me free. She follows me on social media. Her children follows me on social media. She sees my price. And she knows I got it for her free. Anytime I need anything, I call her, she will answer. She doesn't know where I'm from. She doesn't know anything about me. That is what ends up happening. I'm a mom of 2 kids that are not mine. That is what ends up happening. So look beyond, oh, somebody made you regret. People will make you regret. Nigeria will make you regret being in Nigeria. You will get to somewhere, you will regret carrying this green passport. You cannot jump over the bridge now. You will brace off. No, it is what it is. And you will continue with life. So please, let's go back to that Odù. Ifá says adoption is okay, adoption is acceptable. Adoption is a spiritual privilege that you have been handed. Raising children that are not yours, you are answering the call of Elédùmarè. It is a social responsibility that we can all take. So don't let the reason you will not go with that relationship be because he's a single father, he's a single mom. Is it challenging to raise children that are not your biological children? Yes. But is it also challenging to raise biological children? Yes. Raising children in whatever form they come is challenging. It is mentally demanding, emotionally draining. It doesn't matter whether you are the one that gave birth to them or not. There are children that will never find out that those people are not their biological parents until they are like 25. What difference will it make? It is your mind that is telling you that this one is different from this one. Especially those of you that have married people that already had children and you have children with them. Ẹjọ́, àfi gbogbo nǹkan tí Ifá ní, àfi bẹ̀yín. Everything that Ifá has, we hold on to it and beg you. Hey, this thing, okay. Everything that Ifá stands to represent, we hold on to it like this and we beg of you. Those children are not stepchildren. Don't raise stepchildren, especially those of you that are married to single mom. Children that come from the same womb, in Yoruba, they are not considered stepchildren. No. They are not considered stepchildren. No. So the children she has for you and the one she had with from wherever it is, inú kan náà ló gbé wọn, ọmọ àyà kan náà ló mú, they are from the same source, so wọn kì í ṣọmọ ọba kan, ọmọ ìyá ni wọn. Don't use your sentiments to separate them. Don't go ahead and become there is a way Ifá defines such people that go ahead and separate children that come out from the same womb. We will get to that Odù Ifá one day, and you will see the literal curses that Ifá raised on such people. Don't be that though. If you cannot raise her children the same way you will raise your own, do not go ahead with that relationship so that it will not turn out against you. Thank you so much, Mrs. O Forever. Eshegoni. So please, let's put this into consideration. And this is also speaking to people that are struggling with conception, trying to conceive. It is okay to explore other means of conception. It doesn't make you less of a woman. In fact, I see people around talking about natural birth and CS, and they look at women that went through CS and they say, oh, you did not have a natural birth. I don't even understand what is unnatural about CS. What is magical or mysterious about it? Because something that is not natural is what? Supernatural, mysterious, something you don't understand. I don't know how we got here. People will have children. You will still go ahead and shame them over how they had the children. Let's stop all these things. It doesn't look good. People can have normalized if you have to speak about it. Emphasis on if you have to. Oh, I have 2 kids through IVF. I have 2 kids through surrogacy. I've adopted 2 kids. If you have to mention it, normalize it. It doesn't make you less than anything. Yoruba has a saying, Ori omo lo npomo waye. That is what this Odù Ifá is talking about. Ori omo ohun lo npomo waye. I know, right, Jane Juma, and then somebody will now come and say, you did not have a natural birth. And it is religion that got them to this point, though. Because in religious organizations, nobody will have them hold the microphone and say, oh, damn, me and my husband has been struggling, me and my wife have been struggling with pregnancy. We have been looking up to God. Pastor told us that this year we'll have a baby, and everything Pastor said came to pass. We had a baby. They will not stress the fact that they spent money to go to the best IVF hospital in that country and let other people know that hospital works, that doctor works. As you are saying thank you to your pastor for praying for you, say thank you to the doctor. Tí Elédùmarè gba ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ṣe, that their wisdom, their experience is what birthed that child. Because your pastor has been praying for you until you went for that IVF. Somehow, coincidentally, àdúrà yẹn ò gbà rí. Normalize speaking about it if you have to. Stop misleading people. You tried it and it worked. Let other people know that you have tried this and it worked. Mrs. O forever said she went through IVF 16 times. And she has 2 beautiful babies right now, a boy and a girl, and I love them with everything in me. Normalize this. It is okay as a woman. Exactly. It is wisdom, the wisdom of Ifá, the wisdom of Olódùmarè that those doctors are also using. Oníṣègùn ni wọ́n. It is very somehow. Normalize it. If as a woman you cannot, or you are getting to a 30-something, 40-something, and you still are not married, it's okay to get a surrogate to carry a baby for you if you want to raise that child. It's okay. Listen to what Èṣù said. Nítorí náà Èṣù pàdé ọ̀bọ̀húnbọ̀hún níjọ́ kan tó ń lọ sí oko. Ó ní kí ó máa gbé ọmọ kòkòrò tí ó bá mú lọ sí ilé, kí ó máa fi erùpẹ̀ lé ibi tó wà. He said he should carry it and go home. Now, before conception can happen, there has to be 2 people, right? Before you can have a baby, there has to be 2 people. Mr. Dayo P1, thank you so much for that. He said his last daughter came in through IVF. And whether she came in through IVF and the other one came in through natural conception, they are all his daughters, they are all his children, and they are all having a wonderful life. Neither of them is less than a person. There are 2 people that it takes to raise a family to have children. Odù Ifá was cast for just 1 person. Èṣù gave instructions to just 1 person. So they're single, trying to conceive, advanced in age human people. It is okay to say you have not found a husband, you have not found a wife, you have all that it takes financially, mentally, emotionally to raise children. You can go through IVF and sperm donors and surrogacy and raise children. Èṣù said, go outside and look at the kokoro that you like, take it home, take sand, build a house for it and raise it there. And that was how ọ̀bọ̀húnbọ̀hún became a father or a mother of children. We don't know if this person is male or female. They can buy eggs. People donate eggs. People sell eggs. They can take the man's sperm and the egg from whatever random woman they bought it from, certify that it's okay, and have a surrogate carry it, and he can raise that child. A woman can go ahead and do that. It's okay. Don't be the one that will shame somebody that doesn't have a child. Then they choose surrogacy to have a child. You still shame them. Don't be the one in the village that will say, last year she came, she was not pregnant. Today she has come with a 2-year-old. How did she have a child? The child is not her own. She's feeling good that somebody else's child is calling her mommy. Do you know how many other people's children shall call you mommy every day? Especially if you grew up in Africa. What is wrong in her adopting a child and loving that child and that child calls her mommy? What's going to happen the day the child finds out that she's not the mother? They will go back to your father's house. What's going to happen the day your own child that you gave birth to turns 21 and leaves her father's house and go to her husband's house? Everybody is going to leave eventually. You and your child can grow up to be sworn enemies in life, and they will pick other people in the journey of their life as mothers and fathers, and they will take care of them, and they will not remember that person. So that is not an excuse for anything. Exactly. This Odù Ifá is telling us that Ifá comes with a lot of wisdom. Olódùmarè has created a lot of wisdom, and we can explore it to solve different types of problems. So normalize the fact that when a woman comes to Ifa and she's trying to conceive, a man comes to Ifa and is trying to conceive, the only answer is not the couple will get pregnant and have their child virginally. That's not the only answer. That's not the only solution. Solutions can come in different ways. It can come through Ifa telling them to go and adopt. It can come through IVF. It can come through surrogacy. It can come through her getting married to a widower that has children and raise that children. It can come through him getting married to a single mother and raising that children. Children can come in different forms, and it is okay. Normalize it, accept it. It's an honor. It's a different kind of privilege when you raise children that are not biologically yours, especially those ones that need a parent figure in their life. Whether they will appreciate you for it or not is on them. That's their choice. If you show a child love and they decide to treat you anyhow, that is on them. That is not you. The universe has seen what you have done, and the universe is going to go on to give you the reward for what you have done. Exactly. You don't know the ori that those children have. Some people's adopted children are the ones that turned out to be the success that helped their biological children. Somebody say, Iyanifa, you have watched too many Yoruba films. If only you realize that every one of those African movies you are watching is story of the life of 1,000,001 people. But then, let's go on. The Itan of this Odù Ifá, the story of this Odù Ifá, Àbọrú was a very wealthy man. He built houses. He had farms, land, and riches, but he had no child. People mocked him whenever he passed. He or she, we don't know the gender. People mocked them whenever they pass. They have houses, but no child. They have wealth, but no heir. They have property, but no legacy. Then they went to consult Ifa. Ifa told them to offer ebo, and they obeyed. One day, Eshu met them on the way and gave them a secret instruction. They were told to bring young insects into the house and cover it with sand, that Odua would transform it into children. Àbọrú followed this instruction. The children came. His house was filled with children, and lineage was restored from the children he brought outside. And from then onward, Àbọrú was known as the wealthy parent of many children. This Odù Ifá teaches that wealth without legacy is empty. Property without children is unfinished. Success without continuity is incomplete. This Odù Ifá also teaches that there are alternative ways to build legacy. There are alternative ways to raise children. There are alternative ways to raise succession and continuity for your success. This Odù teaches that kindness, adoption, generosity, and open-heartedness will bless you with children, with legacy, with lineage continuity, with family growth, with social honor, and removal of mockery and shame. This Odù Ifá removes reproach and replaces it with honor. Now let's think about it. It removes reproach. A lot of time, the reproach and the dishonor that you experience, the solution to it is right there in front of you. But you don't want to exploit it because it is not the regular thing that people are used to. You don't want to exploit because you are concerned about what will people say. You don't want to exploit because you are concerned about what people will say. But the solution to it, that thing that is going to take away that regret and that shame, is right in front of you. The options are there. The options are there. A lot of father-in-laws have gone on to, help their son-in-laws, handed them the company. They are not their biological parents, but they picked them because their daughters have come home to say, oh, this is the person that I love. And those son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws have gone ahead to sustain that legacy. So if your daughter can bring home somebody and you accept the person as your son, and you are giving the person the same privilege you gave to the children that you raise, then what is the difference between that and your partner bringing in children and you go ahead to raise them? We have seen daughter-in-laws and son-in-laws receive all the wealth and the benefits and still turn out to be ingrates. Will that stop you from allowing your children to marry? Because your brother's son-in-law took away everything that your brother gave to them and went ahead to mess up with it and didn't appreciate what your brother did, will that stop you from allowing your own daughter and your own sons to get married? No. Will that stop you from welcoming their spouses and also accepting them into the family as children? No. Will that stop you from supporting the spouses of your children? No. So why then should that be an excuse for us from helping other people raise their children? You love a woman and she comes with children and you cannot accept them, but you love your daughter and she can come with a son-in-law and you can accept. In her adult life, from a 20 to a 26, she has brought in 7 boyfriends, 7 fiancés. She has been engaged 3 times. Every time she brings them, you accept them, you love them, you surround them with love. In fact, they would always remember you as the best mother-in-law or father-in-law that they never had. And the next time she brings another new person, you still love them. But you cannot love the children of a woman that you chose yourself. You are not the one that chose boyfriend and husband and wife and girlfriends for your children. But you can pick and choose when it comes to. No. If you love a woman, you love her with the totality of everything that she brings. If you love a man, you love him with the totality of everything that he has come with. And it is a privilege for you to be able to love those children that you did not biologically manufacture. So please, somebody needs to hear this. Some people need to hear this. Let's love regardless. Let's love without boundaries. Let's love without borders. Good morning, ma. What is it, Efa? Wumi, have you been on this live streaming before? Your name and your picture looks familiar. Have you been on this live streaming before? There's a reason I asked. I would respond to that, but there's a reason I asked you that. You have. Okay. Because the first thing that dropped in my mind was that you had listened to one of my videos where I talked about Iyanifa, at least one. The moment I saw your name and your picture, that's the first thing that my spirit said to me. But nonetheless, Iyanifa is that divination that tells you what your purpose and your direction and your reason for being in life is. It tells you instructions about your life. It's like a manual of your own life. During that process of Iyanifa, you find out the manual of your life and you come back to your own source and your own roots. And anybody and everybody can do Iyanifa. I hope I've summarized the answer to your question. Now, how do we apply this Odù Ifá for different parts of our life? Call your brother. How do we apply this Odù Ifá to different parts of our life? Number 1, in fertility and parenting. This Odù Ifá favors those that are seeking children. It opens wombs. It allows adoption, conception, family expansion in the different possible ways. When it comes to wealth and legacy building, this Odù Ifá teaches that wealth must have heirs. You must always raise and train an heir to your wealth. And the heir of your wealth or the heir of your legacy is not just because, oh, I gave birth to this child. You have to raise them for the particular legacy you want them to continue. You have to train them for the particular legacy you want them to continue. Ifá says success must have continuity, and you have to establish the continuity for your success. Continuity for your success can come through your siblings, it can come through your biological children, it can come through adopted children, it can come through stepchildren, it can come through whatever form that is available to you. Just make sure that you have confirmed with Ifá. Even if you have 20 children, where do you go to? Even if you had 20 children, You still have to ask Ifa which ones are going to be successors in this legacy, in this line. You need to find out and raise them for that purpose. Ifa says life must leave footprints. Life must leave footprints. Ní dàbí ejò tó kọjá lórí àpáta tí ò nípa. We will not be like the snake that went on a rock and didn't have his own footprint and his own path there. Your footprints might be biological, as children that you gave birth to. They might be protogens and mentees that you have raised. They might be in-laws, son-in-laws, daughter-in-laws, adopted children, stepchildren, whatever form they come. Your life is leaving footprints because you are duplicating your life in other people. It's not only your biological children. You can duplicate your life in as many people as Elédùmarè has given you the privilege to come in contact with. In your social status and reputation, this Odù Ifá removes ridicule, it removes shame, it removes pain, and it restores dignity, and it restores integrity. It restores your personality. It restores your honor, restores your fame. It brings honor where shame once lived. Honor coming back to you where you once experienced shame might not come in a form that is conventional, that you are used to, that you feel comfortable with. But whichever form that Ifa says that it is going to take, make sure you follow the instructions of Ifa and you accept it. That shame, that pain, that downside and downward spiral that you're experiencing, this Odù Ifá says it can be sweet for honor, for fame, for dignity, for pride, for celebration, if only you will follow those instructions that look unconventional. Now, this is not only applicable in raising children or in marriage or in family expansion. You have been crying to Elédùmarè for Ajé. You have an idea of how you want to build wealth, the career you want to do, the way you want to go about it. Ifa says no. Invest in somebody else's business. Ifa directs you to meet somebody else. Grow what they have started with them. Oh, no. I want to do my own. It's a thing of my own. It's my own thing. Your destiny says you will work with somebody else, and together both of you will raise legacy. Who remembers the Odù Ifá that talked to us about meeting, about people that have a certain friend who they are destined together? Ta ló rántí Odù Ifá yẹn? People that have destined friend. The destined friend in that Odù Ifá was the welder. He was the welder, the blacksmith. Who can remember that Odù Ifá? Comment section. Who can remember that Odù Ifá? Who can remember that Odù Ifá? Jane Juma, you can remember. Any other person? That Odù Ifá speaks about the fact that somebody's destiny is tied to another person's own. Two people's destiny is interwoven. And that person was directed to go. This other person has started. The blacksmith has started establishing his own finances. And the Odù Ifá directed that person to say, go and meet that friend. Invest in their business. Begin to do everything it takes to grow that business for them. In there is where your success lies. It is unconventional. Everybody wants to be the CEO. But some of you, your wealth creation is going to come through investing in what other people are building already. And you will get your reward from it. You will invest here and invest here and invest here and invest here. 5 different places. And your investment will be secured. And it will grow to have benefits. And you can hand over different investments there to different ones of your children to continue with it. And that is okay. Ifa says whatever point you are right now, struggling financially, explore other streams of income, explore other possible ways, legal, legitimate possible ways to make money that your Ori allows. Don't just fixate yourself to is either this or nothing. There are so many opportunities, so many streams, so many ways around us that things can be done. Explore them, confirm with Ifa if this is for you. You will be surprised that those things you have been overlooking, those things you have been looking down on, those things you have pushed by the side, you will be surprised that that is where your destiny is leading you to. I always say this jokingly with my friends. People will come and say, please, Iyanifa, apart from this one, what else can I do to succeed in life? I say, why did you put that one apart, aside from this one? That aside from Omungangani, that is where Iwori is taking you. Iyanifa, I've heard that before. Let's talk about other things. There has to be other things. Why are you putting the one that Ifa is directing you to aside? Why is your mind just one-way traffic? When we come to Ifa that is dynamic and open to everybody and everything. So in different aspects of your life, unlearn and release your mind from the condition of religion and westernization and open your mind to the different opportunities that Ifa has placed before us and find the one that works with you, even if it is unconventional. A lot of people have gone to succeed in unconventional things. Things that looks like, this one does not befit me. It does not befit me. You are struggling in life. You are still talking about befits me. The only thing that befits a broke ass like you is poverty. If you don't know, the only thing that befits you right now is kosowo kosonje. Explore other means to have money. You will rather raise your shoulder wearing old fine clothes with nothing than explore little things. Oh, I can't do that. It is beneath me. You are on the floor. You are talking about beneath you. People that talk about beneath them are people that are high up, that there is something actually beneath them. You are on the floor. You are on ground zero. You are talking about something is beneath you. The only thing that is beneath you is the ground. 6 feet. That's the only thing that is beneath you right now. Wake up and smell the room. Especially people that have had money in the past. People that have had money in the past, they can so do that thing. If not because of what happened, if you know where life used to be, yes, what happened has happened. Let's face the reality that what happened has happened. Can you accept what is going on right now and find a way out of it, even if it means starting small and exploring things that is unconventional? Or you just want to continue to live in that, on that past glory, doing nothing with it? Ifa says there are other means that you can explore. And as you follow the instructions of Ifa, àwọn igba irun mọ́lẹ̀ Olódùmarè, wọ́n á sọ yín di ọlọ́mọ, wọ́n á sọ yín di olówó, wọ́n á sọ wá di alájẹ́, wọ́n á sọ wá di onígbéga, oníṣẹ́gun, wọ́n á fún wa ní àìkú tí ń ṣe baálẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀. Ifa says that man is the one you must marry. If you don't want it, go and create your own. See, this is one thing I don't like. You have tried to succeed in life by yourself. You could not do it. And then you have gone to where solution is. You still want to pick and choose. If you wanted to pick and choose in your house. No, draft the kind of business you want. Go ahead and do it. If you are not ready to take instruction and get help, why did you come for help? It doesn't make sense. Somebody is in front of your house, he's hungry, he's starving, he's barely trying to hold himself. Then you serve him food and you say, I don't want Iyan. Iyan is too heavy. You did not pound it well. Please, can you cook fried rice for me? Are you not going to look at them like, Aibi oti pa tebi ba pa tó bá rí àjẹkù àgbàdo wàá jẹ ti shuku. You are not yet hungry. That's what you tell the person. If hunger wires you, you will see half-eaten corn. You will eat the corn and the corn cob. You don't have anything. They are giving you what to do. You are saying, I cannot explore that one. Nobody is asking that you are going to be there forever. Explore that opportunity that Ifa is presenting. You start it first and see what's going to happen. Iyanifa, if this thing does not work, I will come back to you. Don't come back to me. Because when you come back to me, if you cannot have faith in what you have come to explore, and believe that Ifa ni afini monomo araye, and believe that Ifa is the GPS of life, and believe that where that GPS is directing you to is the path that you are supposed to go, then go and create your own path by yourself. What are you coming to do here? And that is what has kept a lot of you in the situation you are right now. Ifa is pointing you to things. Your Ori is pointing you to things, but you are there arguing, this does not befit me. It does not befit the caliber of person that you are. What caliber of person are you? Let me understand. Because you need help. That means you are suffering and you are struggling in that area of your life. You cannot be broke and prideful at the same time. You cannot be in problem and be struggling and still be exhibiting foolishness at the same time. That one is your village people that is doing. There's nothing anybody can tell me. Your village people are the ones that are doing that one. You don't have, what do you have to lose? Nothing, because you have lost everything already. You don't even have anything already. But you are the one. It is always you, not them. It is always them. Anyway, as Eshu met Obongo on the way and gave them instruction, and gave them instruction, and they obeyed the instruction. Instructions will come to you on the path of life. Ifa will give you instructions directly. You can confirm certain instructions from Ifa. What you do with it is left to you. The best we can do is point you in the direction that you are supposed to go. Hello, can a South African join Ifa? A European can join Ifa, a Chinese can join Ifa, a Malaysian can join Ifa, a Ghanaian can join Ifa, somebody that landed from Mars can join Ifa. As long as you exist in human form, Ifa welcomes you to his mat. And I always give this as an example. Go and Google Susan Wenger or Susan Wenger. Please, can you type that woman's name in the comment section? I don't know if it's pronounced Wenger or Wenger. Google Susan Wenger, the woman that went on to create what we know as the Osun Osogbo group today. Her Yoruba name is Aduni Olorisha. Please go and Google her. She's an Austrian. Thank you so much. Please copy it. Her Yoruba name, when she eventually came to Ifa and Orisha, is Aduni Olorisha. Google her and read about her. When you read about her life story, you would understand that you as a South African, you are closer to Ifa than she was. And she still found her place in Ifa and fulfilled her destiny in Ifa. So yes, Ifa welcomes everybody to his mat, irrespective of your race, your color, your background, your age, your gender, your sexuality, your spectrum, position, your social status, irrespective of whatever. Ifa welcomes everybody equally to their mat. Ifa does not treat you differently because you are Yoruba and treat somebody differently because they are Chinese. Everybody is welcomed into Ifa. Now, in spiritual growth, Ifa says this Odù Ifá teaches obedience to divine instruction, even when it doesn't look like what you want to hear. Yes, Ifa is global and universal knowledge. Even when that instruction does not look like what you want to hear, I beg of you, follow divine instruction. You get why? And it is for your own good. It will save you a lot of stress. It will help you grow in life faster. It will align you with your direction. Is very important. Spiritual instruction is more important than spiritual products that you want to buy. Spiritual instruction is more important than looking for a powerful spiritualist. Finding out what the instruction of that thing is way better than whatever activities you think you are engaging in. This Odù Ifá reward sacrifice. If you make your ebo, there is a reward attached to it. This Odù Ifá honors those who listen to Ifá. It honors those who listen to Ifá. This Odù Ifá honors the people that listen to Ifá, that follow the instructions of Ifá. Let your brother show you. Tell the two of them to stand up. And your sister. And did they stand up? Let your brother show you what you are doing here. Follow the structure of Ifa. Follow the hierarchy of it. Show her what you are doing. Follow the structure. Follow the hierarchy of it. See, he's doing this. Follow the structure. Follow the... No, you are not looking. You are not looking. Follow the structure and the hierarchy of what Ifa has for you. Here. You will follow it and you will get blessings. You will get instructions. You will get directions. It will direct you to where you are supposed to go. It will take you away from where you are that you don't have any business with. Look at what you are doing there. So whatever aspect of your life that you are experiencing backward movement, you are experiencing, you are struggling with something, and you have explored every natural way to get there, and it's not working. Ifa says it is okay to explore the ways that does not seem conventional. Ifa is in everything. Ifa covers everything. Ifa brings blessings out of everything. It depends on who you are. Some people are destined to raise biological children naturally. Some people are not destined to. Some people's own is adoption. Some people's own is stepmothers, stepfathers. There are different ways for different people. Just like some people's destiny allows monogamy, some people's own says it is polygamy. It depends on what your destiny is speaking. So you need to find out what your own path in life is, and then you stay with it. You know it and you stay with it and you explore it. It doesn't matter how unconventional it looks or it feels. Explore that one that Ifa is directing you to, that Ori is directing you to. And in a matter of time, you will see how it is playing out. In a matter of time, you will see how it is playing out. Remember that I said yesterday, we learn wisdom. We learn good character. Your Ori is directing you to some parts in life to get wisdom, to develop good and solid character. It is part of the journey. So even if it's taking you to a place that doesn't look like what you want, you need to go to that place as long as Ifa is one that is directing you there, to go and have sense, to raise integrity, to have patience. I said stand up. To have patience, to have integrity, to develop good, solid character, to understand what is required to get the tools of the destiny that you have ahead of you. Ifa can take you through different turns. Life can take you through different turns, and it's okay. The fact that it's not going the way you want it to go does not mean it is a wrong way. Because the way you want it to go is based on the limited understanding you have today. Is based on your limited understanding. You cannot see beyond this your nose. That is why you think that what you have right now is what is best, or that thing you want is what is best. But the Father sees the end from the beginning, that is global and universal knowledge, that knows the destiny of you and every other person you have to deal with in life. Ifa says go this way first. Sometimes go this way first might mean Ifa is hiding you from certain things and certain people. And when that situation is gone, Ifa says go back. And then you're asking yourself, so why did I waste time there? No, Iyanifa explained to me, why did I have to go there and waste time when Ifa knows I will still come here? Ifa was keeping you from something. Trust the process. If you don't trust the process, why did you come in the first place? Make sure that you have settled the trust issues that you have with yourself before you come to a Babalawo, Iyanifa. We are not here to prove something to you. No, you must have seen proof before you came. Ifa is not trial and error, test. Understand Ifa first of all. Understand it, trust the process. Be ready to follow it through before you come and disturb us. Iyanifa, I want to pay for this thing, but I need you to convince me that this is what it is. It's okay. And for some magical reasons, you think that is what I spend my time doing, to convince you. No, I cannot be the one to convince you. Your Ori will convince you. Your ancestors will convince you. So when you are convinced and you have seen everything, you have done your check and your test here and there, then you can come. Then I will be able to help you. But if you are waiting for me to prove, I will direct you to my YouTube channel, to my social media account, to my WhatsApp status. Continue to follow. Someday you will find something that will prove to you. When you have found that thing, then you can contact me. But until then, continue to gather information here and there. Ifa is not here to prove anything to you. If Ifa can do this thing, if Iyanifa can do this thing, it will be a proof that this Olódùmarè is real. It doesn't matter what your situation turns out to be. Olódùmarè remains the unchangeable, divine and supreme being, the source of everything past, present and future. It is not your life that is going to prove the existence of Olódùmarè, or that is going to prove that Ifa is real. Ifa has been here 10,000 plus years. It did not perish, it did not become obsolete. Because what? It has continued to prove itself as true. But Iyanifa, I'm just coming, I don't understand it. That is why I said learn. Go to my YouTube channel, learn. Follow Àṣẹ for Today every day, learn. Continue to receive information. Your spirit will soak it in until a point one day that your Ori will say, yes, this is it. We are open at that point. Between now and then, continue to learn. You need to trust the process with Ifa. And when you do, Ifa will honor you for listening. What does it mean when your life has remained stagnant after practicing Ifa for 3 years? It means you are doing something you are not supposed to do. It means either of these things. It means you are probably engaging in something you are not supposed to engage in. It means there's probably something you are supposed to do that you are not doing. It means that you are probably at a point in your life where you are supposed to be learning lessons, but you are looking for progress and success, but you are supposed to be learning. It means that there is something that life is trying to teach you, a tool that you are trying to get in life that you have not gotten, and you will continue to repeat the same class until you get it. It can mean so many different things, which I cannot answer because I'm not Olódùmarè, I'm not Ifa. The only way I can help you and answer you, what does it mean when someone is having persistent headache? It could mean the person is stressed. It could mean the person has migraine. It could mean the person is hypertensive. It could mean the person is pregnant. It could mean that the person has a fever. It could mean that they have a brain tumor. It could mean that they have a brain cancer. It could mean that a million and one things. So you need to go through you have to consult with a doctor to go through certain tests and examination to find out what exactly it means. So your particular situation, I empathize with you. That's not supposed to be the experience. It could also mean eye problem, Eshe Goni, Mr. Dayo P1. That's not supposed to be your experience in Ifa, but we also need to ask Ifa, why is this going on? So please, let that person, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen and narrate that same thing, that same comment. Just type it. Type that same comment in the comment section. Thanks, and I have a Babalawo and I do Ebo every month. There's so much to life than just Ebo. I've explained that. People think as long as you do your Ebo, life will be fixed. If you are doing Ebo, let me ask that person, have you done your Itefa? Have you done your Itefa? Do you know the Odù Ifá that breathed you? Have you been given full information about that Odù? Do you know the direction that Odù is taking you to? What does your Odù define as success actually? What does your Odù say about the current business you are doing or career you are building? What does your Odù say about the current partner you are with? What does your Odù say about the current place you live, where you are resident right now? What taboos does your Odù come with? What does your Odù say is likely to be happening to you at this time of your life? There's so many things to it that is different from you have not received Itefa yet. You have not come to Ifa. No. You are not practicing Ifa. If you have not taken the first step, you are not practicing Ifa. It's like somebody saying that, why have I lived in this country for 3 years and I'm not enjoying the benefits of being a citizen? I cannot vote, I cannot be voted for, I cannot buy shares, I cannot do this. And then we ask the person, are you a citizen? No, I've been in this country on a tourist visa for 3 years or a student visa for 3 years. You are not a citizen. That is the first step to be able to vote and be voted for. That is the first step to enjoy the benefits of being a citizen. You just happen to live in this country temporarily. You are not a citizen. You have not yet been considered one of us. So you can be practicing Ifa by doing Ebo constantly. You are not practicing Ifa. You are a visitor that is coming to the house of Ifa to say, hello, how are you doing in this house? I brought a gift for you today. Let's spend time together. Let's have sleepover. It doesn't make you a member of our family. You can come to our house every day and hang out with us every day. You are still not a member of our family. So when it gets right down to it and our father is sharing his property, it will not reach you. We can give you as gift to say, okay, take. That's just a gift. We can give you as gift and say, take. That's just a gift. But you are not entitled to what a citizen is going to get, what a child that is born into that family will get. Those of you on TikTok, let me know if the visuals and the audio is clear. Let me make sure that we are not freezing. Personal shopper. More Maven personal shopper. If TikTok is clear, you can see me and hear me clearly, please let me know. I can't see any movement on TikTok. If it is clear and you can see me and hear me clearly, let me know. Let me know. TikTok, can you hear me clearly right now? It was frozen for a bit. Okay. What was the last thing you heard before it went frozen? What was the last thing you heard before it was frozen? So that I can take it up from there and we can round up in a bit. Yeah, it was everybody. I noticed that the network was fluctuating. What was the last thing you heard me say? I was responding to D, and I asked if he has done it ever, and he said he has not done it. And I was explaining that if you have not come into Ifa, you have not done your Ifa, you are not practicing Ifa, you are just visiting the house of Ifa to give gifts. Itefa is the first place where you get to. So it's like you're a citizen of a country and you are not a citizen of a country and you are living in that country and you are complaining about the fact that you are not enjoying the benefits of being a citizen. Yes, you reside in this country, but you are not a citizen. And there are some certain things that you cannot claim. There are certain things that you cannot do, despite the fact that you live there. So you have to upgrade from visitor or student status to citizen status to be able to enjoy it. The same thing. So if you come to the house of Ifa and you give Ebo, it's like you are coming to my house and you are visiting and you are coming with gifts. And when you come with gifts, there are certain things we will do for you as a friend. You can have sleepovers and come every day, but you are not a member of my family. When my father starts to share his wealth and he's writing his will, he's not going to include your name. Maybe I can give you something out of what my father gave to you. You understand? I can give you something out of it, but you are not a bona fide benefactor of that inheritance. This said a lot of sense right now, makes a lot of sense right now. I believe you have been misguided the whole time. Please send a message to the WhatsApp number on your screen, which is why I always say, those of you that listen to me every day, Ashe for today, Sunday morning live streaming, you watch my videos, you do not know the wealth of knowledge that you have. You don't know how people are being misguided outside and they are wasting money in the name of practicing Ifa without proper information. Ifa is knowledge. Ifa is an embodiment of knowledge. You cannot practice Ifa without teaching people why this is this, why that is that, what to do, what not to do. The first step in Ifa is receiving that information about your life. And then you receive that information and ask, how do you appropriate this information to your everyday life? Please, if you do not have a Babalawo or Iyanifa that is giving you information and is guiding you, you need to take a rethink. When I made that video, before you pick a Babalawo, watch this. One of the major things that I stated there is what? Your Babalawo or your Iyanifa should be one that shares knowledge with you from time to time, that shares knowledge with you constantly. Deep knowledge, instructions, guidance, because that is the very essence of Ifa. People have gone to follow Ifa's instruction. They couldn't even afford Ebo. They could not afford to make Ebo. They just followed the instruction and life took a very wonderful turn for them. There is a place of your Ebo, yes, very important, but there are still so many other things involved in the success of life. And if your Babalawo or your Iyanifa is not teaching you that, there's a problem. They are giving you half-baked bread, half-baked cookies. Your body does not know how to extract the baked part and leave the unbaked part. Your body processes everything as poisonous. So please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen and get started on your journey in Ifa properly. Now let's wrap up this Odù Ifá by making the prayers that is here. Let's wrap up this Odù Ifá by making the Iwori tí ó tẹ̀lé Odù Ifá yìí. Àwọn ìwúre tó tẹ̀lé Odù Ifá yìí. Ifá ní orí mi yọ mí kúrò nínú ẹ̀gàn àti ẹlẹ́yà ayé. Orí mi gbà mí, má jẹ́ kí n dẹlẹ́gàn, má jẹ́ kí n dẹlẹ́yà, má jẹ́ kí ọmọ aráyé fi mí ṣẹlẹ́yà. This is an ìwúre you should make for yourself. Hold your orí and say it. Orí mi, má jẹ́ kí n dẹlẹ́gàn, má jẹ́ kí n dẹlẹ́yà, má jẹ́ kí ọmọ aráyé fi mí ṣẹlẹ́yà, má jẹ́ kí ọmọ aráyé pẹ̀gàn mi, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. My Ori, remove mockery from my life. Anything that is in my life that is making me a source of mockery, that is bringing shame, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe kí Ifá wá bá wa tún ṣe. Ifá that fixes the Ori that is messed up. Let Ifá fix us in the place where we are experiencing shame and mockery. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí lèmi kún fún ọmọ, kí ilé mi kún fún ayọ̀, kí ilé mi kún fún ọlá, kó kún fún ọlà, kó kún fún ajé, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my house be filled with children. Let my house be filled with wealth, with abundance, with ajé, with promotion and every good thing, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí orúkọ mi di orúkọ ire, orúkọ tí àwọn èèyàn mú yangàn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my name become a name of honor, a name of dignity and a name of pride, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my legacy in this life shine brightly with pride. And even after I have left here, let the children and the protogens that Olódùmarè has given me, let them continue to carry on that legacy with pride and with honor, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí ìran mi má bàjẹ́ lójú ẹ̀mí mi àti lẹ́yìn mi, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí gbogbo nǹkan tí mò ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún, tí mo máa fi sílẹ̀ lẹ́yìn, kó má bàjẹ́ lẹ́yìn mi, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè fún mi, kó jí ọmọ tó máa gbẹ̀yìn, tó máa tún ẹ̀yìn ṣe, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my life please Olódùmarè. Let my life fall in line with what my destiny is, and let my life follow the instructions of Ifá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí n fi ayé mi, kí n fi kó jẹ́ ìtẹ́lọ́rùn fún Olódùmarè, kó jẹ́ ìtẹ́lọ́rùn fún orí mi, kó jẹ́ ìtẹ́lọ́rùn fún Ifá, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my home be built on love and kindness, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my home be open and my heart be open to receive other people other children and show love to them. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí ilé mi wá jẹ́ ilé rere. Kí ọ̀nà mi jẹ́ ọ̀nà ire. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my ori not be hostile to the people that Olódùmarè has sent me to as helpers. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Let my helpers locate me, and let the people that I am destined to help, let me locate them with ease. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Mo ṣe ogbó atọ́ àsúre ìwòrìwò fún gbogbo ọmọ awo, fún gbogbo ọmọ Ifá. We have learnt and taught extensively on Odù Ifá, Ofun, Iwori. In our different areas in life, we have picked something that aligned with us. Àti kọ́gbọ́n, àti rí ọgbọ́n mú níbẹ̀. We have received instructions and wisdom. We have received lessons that will help us to grow strong character. We have received lessons for ìwà pẹ̀lẹ́ and ìwà rere in everything that we are doing. Ó dẹ̀ di dandan kí ajé kún fún wa, kí ajé dúró tì wá, kí ajé bá wa ṣe. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ọ̀nà ibi tá à ń rìn, gbogbo ọ̀nà ibi tá à ń lọ, ajé á kún wa lọ́wọ́, ajé á dirun, ajé á dìgbà ní ayé wa. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ọgbọ́n tá a ti wá kọ́, àní di àkọ́ọ̀gbà ọmọ àti àgbàlagbà o. Bá a ṣe ń kọ́gbọ́n Ifá àgbà, ẹ̀mí wọn àgbà, orí wa àgbà, ìwà wa gan àgbà, á dìwà rere, á dìwà pẹ̀lẹ́. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán, Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We have come to the end of today's teaching. Àṣẹ for today airs every day, 6 a.m. Nigerian time, 5 a.m. on the GMT, 12 midnight or 12 a.m. for those of you on the EST. We'll be rounding off in a few minutes with our Iwori, so don't hurry out. Ẹ má sáré lọ, ẹ má jáde nínú ìjọ, ẹ jókòó, ẹ jẹ́ ká jíjọ ṣèwúre, ká jíjọ wúre sórí wa, ká wúre síṣẹ̀dá wa, ká wúre sọ́jọ́ tuntun, ọjọ́ èní tó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Wait and let's do the Iwori together. Don't run out of the building. Gbogbo yín, ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o. I'm grateful to everybody that came, those that liked, those that followed, that subscribed, that reposted, that shared. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá. So, look at my beautiful necklace. I know a lot of you have been eyeing it. Pé Iyanifa, eléyìí mà tún mú wá. Eléyìí mà tún jọjú. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ ajé ni. Ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ ajé ni. If you want, we have beautiful pieces like this. And these are not just random fashion items. These are consecrated Ajé cowries, consecrated with the energy of Ajé. As you move, you are carrying the emblem of Ajé on you. You are carrying the emblem of Ajé on you and with you. So if you want to attend that special occasion where you want to turn people's head and stand out in the crowd, it's beautiful. Those of you that are on the modest side of life, me, I refuse to be modest with my Ajé. We can have just 3 beautiful layers like this on your neck. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen and say, Iyanifa Ewa. Ìlẹ̀kẹ̀ yẹn wù mí o, ó dẹ̀ wù Ẹlẹ́dàá mi. Ohun Ajé, ohun orí mi, èmi náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe, mo fẹ́ ní. This special announcement goes to those that are in the diaspora. If you have not done your Itefa and you are in the diaspora, you live in North America, South America, in Europe, we are having a joint Itefa collective one, bringing people in to Nigeria in April or May. We have not decided yet. So send a message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. If you are interested, share the information with your friends and your family and your loved ones. We'll be taking care of your visa, your tickets, your accommodation, your spiritual journey, your spiritual work, every other thing in between. And we have a tourist guide to take you around where your ancestors came from, where they walked, where they lived, the places that Shango and Oshun and Oya and Emoja and Eshu and Irumole walked while they were human beings like you and I. Would experience our culture firsthand and learn our stories firsthand. So if you're interested, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. And those of you that are close by too, you are not left behind though. You are coming from South Africa, from Kenya, from Uganda, from Ghana, from Kano, from Sokoto, from Lagos, from Calabar, from Cameroon, anywhere you are, you can also join in for this Itefa that we have. Now, we have started preparing gradually for the Egungun Festival this year, the Osun Osogbo Festival this year, the different Orisha festivals this year. We have also started preparing for the end of the Yoruba calendar year and the beginning of another one. Yes, it's not too early. We have also started preparing for the ԻΣΕΣΕE Day this year. Preparations are going on underneath. If these ceremonies are what you want to attend in person, please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen, and you'll be able to join in the arrangement. Some of you want to participate in the Egungun Festival, Obatala Festival, Osun Osogbo Festival. Some of you want to... Osun Osogbo Festival is on the 7th and 8th of... it rounds up 7th and 8th of August, but there are so many programs outlined prior to that day. But it rounds off on the 7th and the 8th of August every year. And ԻΣΕΣΕE Day, which is our own Christmas, our own Ileya, Iyanifa and ΙΣΕΣΕE, is on the 20th of August this year. And that's going to be a day after my birthday. My birthday is 19th of August, and the day after is going to be ΙΣΕΣΕE Day. So you see how special Iyanifa Ewa is. My celebration of birth. I was born in between the times that people were celebrating Ifa, celebrating Osun, celebrating Orisha. Láàárín pọ̀pọ̀ ṣìnṣìn yẹn ni mom sí mi ti wò pé this baby has to come into the world, you know. It's special. If you don't know now, you know. August 7th, that is the day of Osun. Pauline, that's good. I would love to see you if you can come around at that time. So preparations are going on. Those of you that want to go to Ikeṣẹṣe during the divination for the new year, Ikeṣẹṣe níbi tá ti máa ń dá Ifá ọdún tuntun, start making arrangement for it. Check in with me to find out what we're doing if you want to be a part of it. Your effort that you are supposed to give during these festivals. We are in February. At the time of recording this video, this is a time to make arrangement for it. It's not that in June and July you will now be saying, Iyanifa, please, can I give snail? Can I give chicken? Can I just give this small yele? Can I just give one akara and one cube of sugar as a rara o rara? Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lẹ́nu. Èèyàn iyì, èèyàn pàtàkì. Láwùjọ ni yín. Don't belittle yourself. Start planning from this January that we are. Oh, I said February. We're in January. From this month of January that we are, start planning month by month. Last year and the previous years, what I usually do for my clients who are close to me is they start to put money aside for the festival to give their effort to the different Orishas. Last year, I did a live streaming at the Obatala Festival. I did a live streaming at the Egungun Festival. I did a live streaming at the Osun Osogbo Festival. We will be attending all of these festivals. So some people will start to contribute money. Maybe they want to buy a whole ram for their ebo. They want to buy a whole cow, whatever it is you want to buy. Start putting the money aside. Dear, be putting it aside. You're an Osun baby. That's good. Put it aside so that when the time comes, you can bring in control Jojusa Orisha. Another year has ended. And I am here to say, Elédùmarè ọba aláàánú mo dúpẹ́. Èmi náà wá ṣẹnu rere yẹn àwọn yin Ifá yín Elédùmarè nítorí tiyín. So please, we will continue to still announce as we get further information and we put our plan in place so that everybody can be a part of it. It will be my privilege to see as many of you in person as I will be able to see during the festival. So even if it is one, try to attend. And those of you in the diaspora that you cannot attend, just make sure that Eboyin Shiwaju yin. Ma, what can I offer Obatala as the daughter? There are so many things your Obatala gba. But question is, what does Obatala want from you? So we ask Obatala, out of the so many different things that you take as Ebo, this your beautiful, wonderful, successful daughter Victoria, what do you want from her at this time? So you will be able to accept it. You do ΙΣΕΣΕE Day there too. That is awesome. Join a community around you if you are far away from home and enjoy it. So Victoria, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now, and Let's find out from Obatala what Obatala wants from you. Mrs. O Forever has posted the WhatsApp number. That WhatsApp number is a verified number. That's the verified WhatsApp number of Ifa College and Iyanifa Ewa. So, if you have any question, please let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. You love to be a part of it, okay? We would also love to have you. Somebody said, is my husband in Nigeria or Ghana? Please, can somebody tell the person where their husband is? Maybe one of you knows that person. Please, can you tell them where their husband is? So that you have a recent picture of your husband so that we can help you look for him. You come to my live stream and you ask me, is your husband in Nigeria or Ghana? If you need a divination, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen and we'll do a divination. Wait, those of you that hop from one live streaming to another, is that how people answer questions? All the other priests and priestesses, is that the way they do? You people will just come and say, will I wear red dress tomorrow? Then they will say, oh, baba, yes, it's red. And you come to ask them again, will I have boyfriend this year? Oh, yes, we have a boyfriend. You people did not give me the memory, I be the memory. Because I'm not understanding what's going on here. Girl. They did not update our job description. Send a message to the WhatsApp number on the screen. As an adult person, hold on. As an adult person, don't let people scam you. If you go into somebody's comment section and you're asking, will I marry this year? And they're answering you on a live streaming in comment section, they are lying to you and you're letting them lie to you. A proper divination and a proper reading is required to be able to answer certain questions. Normalize the knowledge of that. But no matter the normalize confirming from Ifa. Even if somebody says, I have the gift to just look at your name like this and see into your future, wonderful. But normalize confirming from Ifa, which is the voice of Elédùmarè, to know if that thing is real or not. And why does that person think their husband has to be in Nigeria or Ghana? Can't your husband be in China? Or is it only a Nigerian and Ghanaian man that you like? You don't like somebody from Kenya or from Malaysia? Oh God. This black app, oríṣiríṣi la máa rí lórí black app yìí. Ẹ ṣé gan ni a dúpẹ́ gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ awo. Odù Ifá Ofun Iwori òun l'Odù Ifá tá tún gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́nu. Let's wrap up since there are no questions. Any other question in between? Please make sure that you send a message to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen. Or from Igbodu, ó lè jẹ́ pé Igbodu ló ti máa rọ́kọ. Ó dẹ̀ possible. One of my clients found, I think I told, did I tell that story? One of my clients that came to Nigeria to do Itefa and he found his wife during Itefa. Ló ṣàwọn gẹ́ yìí báyìí pé, lọ́wọ́ méjèèjì ṣàárẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀. The other babalawos were like, this closeness is, have you people met before? Oh no, we just met now, but it feels like our soul has connected before. I told the man, I said, Mr. Man, focus on what you came to do. But this is part of it. Ifa says, I will receive the blessing. Immediately his Odù Ifá came out. The first thing he asked me was, please, Iyanifa, can you put my Odù Ifá side by side with our own? And let's ask Ifa if we are meant to be. Ifa gave us green lights like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. And the two of them have since then started courting. And we are preparing for a wedding. We have a wedding to celebrate. I will be inviting all of you to the wedding. Kia, 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 ni. Baba did not lose guard at all. So maybe that person's wife is not in Ghana, the husband is not in Ghana or Nigeria. Maybe his wife is in Igbodu, he does not even know. But Ifa is one that is going to tell us that. And during the consultation that we made for this person before they came for Ifa, Ifa had already said that the blessings that they are looking for, that the person should go and do Itefa. And the number of things that has fallen in line since then. He has a wife, at least wife to be. We're almost there, quarter to marry. He has wife. By the time he returned back to his own home country, he was given a promotion at work. He had lost contact with his mother. He and his mother had been estranged, and he has been trying to connect. After Itefa, he got home. It was even the mother that reached out. Somebody reached out saying that, oh, your mom wants to see you. She's in a very bad place, blah, blah, blah. He got there to find out his mother was fine, hale and hearty. She just didn't know if her son was going to come, if she did not say something was happening. And they have since then united. And the mother has also been speaking to me saying, oh, thank you for being a mother in the life of my son. I said, mother, you are his mother and you are the one that is going to be his mother till the end. But they have connected now and they are happy. Victoria, you do Alaga Iduru and Alaga Ijoko. Please send a message to my DM. Oh yeah, send a message to me on WhatsApp. Send a message to me on WhatsApp. Let's start to gather. Let's make sure that the marriage is an Ifa marriage in and out. In and out is an Orisha wedding that we are doing. Anything about effect bumper Orisha, don't attend the wedding. Strictly by invitation on Isha, but I'm so grateful. I mean, so Odù Ifá can pick up anything for you. Igbodu can give you more than just your Odù. Igbodu can give you love. You know, I'm not saying that if you come to my Igbodu, you will find love with me, so that people will not be saying, let me save money and go and do my Itefa again. I will go to Iyanifa and I will not tell her that I've done Itefa before. I will go and do Itefa again so that we will now be looking around for people to marry. Tífá bá ti kọ́ wàá rí. Tífá ò bá dẹ̀ kọ́ wàá ṣì rí bọ̀ kò ń ṣe bẹ̀. Thank you so much, and let's make our Iwori. Akọ́dá ayé àṣèbá ọ. Àṣèbá ti wáyé ọjọ́. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kárí ayé àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Adániwáyé àṣèbá aṣẹ̀dá amẹ̀dá awẹ̀dá àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ níṣẹ́ fàyà tí àṣèbá ọba tó tẹ́ ní bí ọba tó tẹ́ sọ́mọ̀ bí ẹni tẹ́ ní àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Ọba tó fi gbogbo àgbáláyé yìí tó fi ṣe àpótí ìtìsẹ̀ rẹ̀ káàbí yóò sí Elédùmarè ọba ẹ̀rù jẹ̀jẹ̀ létí òkun ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́ni ọba títí ayérayé àṣèbá aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. Àjàgùnmàlẹ̀ olúwo òde ọ̀run àṣèbá olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin àṣèbá ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkí àlàkẹ́ àṣèbá ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ àṣèbá àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́ni àṣèbá àṣèbá ẹgbẹ́ ayé ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀run àṣemúsùnmúsù ẹgbẹ́ ọ àṣẹ àkíkà ẹgbẹ́ kíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. àṣèbá ifá àṣèbá ikin àṣeyé ìpà ifá o àṣeyé ìpà odù àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. níbi gbogbo tá a bá ti ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ lẹ́ni níbi gbogbo tá a ti ń pe fá lẹ́ni àṣèbá àníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. àṣèbá orí àṣèbá ẹlẹ́dàá àṣèbá àṣẹ̀dá àṣèbá àwẹ̀dá àṣèbá ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ dáfá àṣèbá ẹni tó kọ́kọ́ ṣe awo àṣèbá àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ àwọn tó tẹ ìlú yìí dó àwọn tó ṣawo kò sẹ́yìn fún wa àṣèbá yín o aníkíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé níbi tí àwọn ọmọ onílé wà níbi tí àwọn ọmọ Ajíbọ́lá wà mo ṣèbá ọ. Adébọ́lá mi ògbódò ọ̀rà mo ṣèbá ẹ̀dán mo ṣèbá ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní mo ṣèbá tẹ́rẹ́ lútòṣùgbó mo ṣèbá olúwo mo ṣèbá pènà mo ṣèbá ìyá àbíyè mo ṣèbá gbogbo ẹ̀yin balógun gbogbo ẹ̀yin lísà látòkèdókè láì dápá kan sí mo ṣèbá mo ní kíbà mi ṣẹ ọ. ẹ̀yin bàbá lórìṣà ẹ̀yin Iyanifa ẹ̀yin ìyá lórìṣà ẹ̀yin àpẹ̀tẹ̀bí ẹ̀yin eléwé ọmọ ẹ̀yin oníṣègùn gbogbo àwa tá a jókòó tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ irúnmọlẹ̀ tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ òrìṣà mo ṣèbá yí o mo ní kíbà wá ṣẹ ọ. ẹ̀kọ́ ifá mi láti kọ́ lẹ́ni ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tún ti tọ̀ wá lẹ́ni àti mú báyìí àti mú lò ó ti dodindi ó ti kórè ajé wá ó ti kórè ọlá wá ó ti kórè ọlà wá fún wa lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tó wá kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí, níbi gbogbo tọ́mọ aráyé ti ń pẹ̀gàn wa, níbi gbogbo tọ́mọ aráyé ti ń ṣe ẹlẹ́yà wa, Ifá torí ẹni tí ò sunwọ̀n ṣe, kífá wá bá wa tún ṣe tọkọtọmọ tẹbí tará láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ibi tó kù tí bàtà ti ń ta wá lẹ́sẹ̀, kífá wá bá wa ṣe, kórí bá wa ṣe, kó bá wa mú ìtura, kó bá wa mú ìlera pípé, kó bá wa mú ayọ̀, ìdùnnú, àlàáfíà àti ìgbéga wá síbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan kí nǹkan tó wà nínú ayé yín tọ́mọ aráyé ń rí tó fi ń pẹ̀gàn yín, Ifá fà kúrò, Ifá fà kúrò, àwọn òrìṣà fà kúrò, Elédùmarè ọba òkè á bá yín mú kúrò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ wá di ẹni iyì, ẹ di ẹni ẹ̀yẹ, ẹ di ẹni tí aráyé ń péjọ tí wọ́n ń wò, ẹ di àjítọ́nà wò, ẹ di ẹni tí aráyé ń ṣèfẹ́ tó ń ṣègẹ̀rẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ibi tá a bá wá kọjú sí, ire la máa rí níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá rí ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kí èèyàn tó dúró tó ní kò síbi tẹ́ ẹ lè gbé gbà, tó ní kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lè ṣe tó sẹ̀ pé lójú ẹ̀mí òun ẹ̀ẹ̀ní rí bá ti ṣe ẹ̀ní rọ́nà gbé gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lójú ẹ̀mí wọn tí wọ́n sọ yẹn á ṣẹ̀yìn wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Toró ti di dandan kẹ́yìn wá sílé ayé wá ṣoríire, ó ti di dandan kẹ́ ẹ wá gbé nǹkan tí orí rán yín kẹ́ ẹ gbé ṣe, ó ti di dandan kẹ́ ẹ ṣoríire, ó ti di dandan kẹ́ ẹ rí ire, kẹ́ ẹ rí ọlá, kẹ́ ẹ rí ọlà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹni tó bá wá ní kò ní ṣojú òun, dandan ni kó ṣẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ lọ́lá àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ẹ̀mí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹni tó dúró sínú òkùnkùn, tó ń ta ọfà sínú ìmọ́lẹ̀ ayé yín, gbogbo ẹni tó ń gbẹ́bọ ní tó ń pọ̀fọ̀ nítorí tiyín, tó ń ṣètùtù nítorí tiyín, tó ń yọ, tó ń lọlé adáhunṣe, tó ń lọlé aláwo, tó ń lọ sókè, tó ń lọ sáàrin omi nítorí tiyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Òfo ló máa mú wá níbẹ̀, òfo ló ń pe ọjọ́ kejì ọjà, òfo ló máa bá dé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àfọlá 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 ní àfọlá ní kò sẹ́ni tó lè mọ́la, àfọlá míì ni kò sẹ́ni tó lè rí yín mú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn tó láyé, àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwọn ìyá mi òṣèré mọ̀nìgà, wọ́n ti daṣọ ìfẹ́, wọ́n ti daṣọ ìyọ́nú bò yín. Ẹni tó bá dìde lòdì sí yín, wọ́n á ríjà iná, wọ́n á ríjà Ṣàngó, wọ́n á ríjà Ògún, wọ́n á ríjà Ọ̀ṣun. Ọ̀ṣun ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyàn ayò ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi á pọnmi dà sínú wọn tọmọtọmọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ẹ bá wá kọjú sí, iyì lẹ máa bá níbẹ̀ o. Ọmọ aráyé á máa ṣègẹ́ yín ni o, ọmọ aráyé á máa kẹ́ yín ni o, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ́nú sí yín ni o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìdùnnú àti ayọ̀ òun lẹ máa bá wá, ìdùnnú àti ayọ̀ òun lẹ máa fi ṣe ilé ayé yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wá ní fìnira lògbà, èmi àti yóò ní fi ìnira àní fi lògbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọdún tuntun yìí tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, títí tọ́dún yìí fi máa jálẹ̀, ojú èmi àti yóò ní rí bi, àní fi ìnira ṣọdún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ire lódindi báyìí lọmọ aráyé á máa gbé wá fún wa, èmi àti yóò ní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tipátipá, àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lódindi tátàrí ń di tiẹ̀, atare kan yìí di tiẹ̀ láàbò, odindi ló máa gbére ajé wá fún yín, ló máa gbére ọmọ wá fún yín, ló máa gbére ọlà wá fún yín, ire ìgbéga ló máa gbé wá fún gbogbo wa lódindi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní láàárín ìgbèrègún òun ni màrìwò tí ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ ròde, láàárín àwọn ọ̀tá yín, àwọn tó ti yàn yín lọ́tà, òun lẹ ti máa ṣoríire mọ́tilẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó máa ṣojú wọn, wọ́n máa rí, wọn ò dẹ̀ ní rí nǹkan kan ṣe sí. Ẹni tó bá wá ní bolẹ́ńbolẹ́ máa gbé gbà, ẹni tó bá ní okùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe wọ́n ní ká tó wí ká tó fọ̀, Jagunlabi ti tẹ́rí gbaṣọ. Àwa wá ń béèrè pé kí ló ṣe é, wọ́n ní ọṣẹ ló bá wa ṣojú ẹ̀. A béèrè pé kí ló pa á, wọ́n ní kú ló bá wa pa á. A béèrè pé kí ló gbèdè, wọ́n ní àìsàn ló bá wa gbèdè. Ẹnikẹ́ni èèyàn kí èèyàn tó dìde lòdì sí ìṣẹ̀dá yín, tó dìde lòdì sí ọ̀nà yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, àrùn á gbé wọn dè, ikú á gbé wọn dè, wọ́n máa jẹun tán láyé báyìí, wọ́n á lọ ṣan wọ́n lọ́rùn ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Toró ti di dandan pé nínú ìlera pípé, nínú ayọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìrọ̀rùn òun lèmi àti yín á fi lólé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iyọ̀ ló ní ká láyọ̀ o, mo ní kọ́ ọmọ aráyé máa fi ẹnu yọ̀ báyìí kọ́ máa fi wí tiwa. Ayọ̀ ni kó jẹ́, ayọ̀ nílé, ayọ̀ níbi iṣẹ́, ayọ̀ lórí ọkọ, ayọ̀ lórí aya, ayọ̀ lórí ọmọ, ayọ̀ lórí iṣẹ́ wa, lórí ẹbí, lórí àwọn afẹ́nifẹ́re wa. Ayọ̀ la máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Iyọ̀ ló ní kọ́mọ ayọ̀ kí ọmọ ènìyàn máa fẹ́nu yọ̀ wí tiwa. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹ́nu àtẹ́ wí tiyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá kọjú sí ayọ̀ lẹ máa rí o. Ìdùnnú àti ìgbéga lọmọ aráyé máa fi wí tiyín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó ju yín ò dé, ibi tẹ́sẹ̀ yín ò dé, ọmọ aráyé á porúkọ yín níbẹ̀ fún nǹkan rere, fún nǹkan iyì, fún nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àádùn òun ló ní kó dùn fún wa. Wọ́n ní dídùn dídùn báyìí ni à ń bá fárá oyin. Dídùn dídùn báyìí òun lọ́sàn ń so, ọsàn tiwa ò ní so kíkan láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Oyin ló ní kéèmì àti yín ká máa rí dídùn níbi tá a bá kọjú sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Bí afárá oyin ṣe kún fún dídùn dídùn, ayé wa máa dùn, ìgbẹ̀yìn wa máa dùn, àárọ̀ ọjọ́ wa máa dùn, ọ̀sán wa máa dùn, alẹ́ wa máa dùn. Àní fi kíkan àti kíkorò lólé ayé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lórí àwọn ọmọ wa ìdùnnú la máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lórí àwọn ọmọ wa ayọ̀ la máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lórí àwọn ọmọ wa ọlá la máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní àádùn báyìí òun ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé máa mú dídùn dídùn wá sọ́dọ̀ wa. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ máa pàdé, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ àwọn tó máa pàdé yín, dídùn dídùn ló máa fi pàdé yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Tá a bá wá rí ẹni tí àwọn afẹ́ni lójú má fẹ́ni lọ́kàn, àwọn aṣenibánidárò níbikíbi tó bá wà, kí ìṣẹ̀dá yín kó yà yín yà wọ́n láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí orí yín kọ̀ wọ́n, kí ìṣẹ̀dá yín kọ̀ wọ́n láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kẹ́sẹ̀ yín gbé yín jìnnà sí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹni tó ní kẹ́ ẹ má délé òun lẹ̀ rí dé bá o. Gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ ẹ dágbére fún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọn ò ní mọ bí tẹ́ ẹ lọ. Ògúnlákayá wa máa pa àlọ́ àti àbọ̀ yín mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ògúnlákayá máa pa àlọ́ àtàbọ̀ yín mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní irun orí báyìí òun ló ń bo àṣírí orí. Wọ́n ní gbogbo ara báyìí òun ló ń bo àṣírí ẹ̀dọ̀. Wọ́n ní èékánná ọwọ́ ló ń bo àṣírí ọwọ́. Kọ́mọ aráyé wa máa fi ọlá àti ajé wọn kọ́ máa fi bò wá láṣírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ènìyàn láṣọ òbóra ti wà. Àwa ní káwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn léèkàn lórúkọ kọ́ wá máa bò wá láṣírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Káwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn kó wá máa bò wá láṣírí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níbi gbogbo tá a bá kọjú sí, wọ́n ní owó ẹyọ ló ní kọ́mọ aráyé máa yọ̀ mọ́ wa. Ibi gbogbo tá a bá rìn sí, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ̀ mọ́ wa, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ́nú sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n níjọ́ tó ní bá fojú kan ọ̀run, ìjọ́ yẹn ló yọ o. Ìṣọkùnrin ni, obìnrin ni, ọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, dúdú ni, funfun ni, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni, amọ́niṣe ni, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, oṣóolé ni, àjẹlé ni, aṣenitán bá ní dárò ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n á máa yọ́nú sí yín. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run bá, ẹ̀yọ́nú ènìyàn, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn òrìṣà, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó láyé lèmi àti yín máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣe lásán o, àní tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀, àní taṣọ àgbà mọ́lẹ̀, àní bí àwọn òrìṣà nínú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé ògúngúrú sọ oníṣọ òbòjì, ajé á wá jókòó tì wá, ajé á filé wa ṣẹlé, ajé á fọ̀nà wa ṣàn. Àwa lájé lọ́wọ́ ní ìlọ́po àní lájé lọ́rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé ò ní bínú sí wa, ajé ò ní kọ̀dí àìmọ́ṣe sí wa, ọmọ aráyé ò ní kọ̀dí àìmọ́ṣe sémi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá dáwọ́lé báyìí á wá máa yọrí sí rere. Wọ́n ní àfẹ́táyé báyìí òun látẹ́gùn fẹ́, àrànká gbogbo ayé báyìí lo òòrùn ràn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ògo èmi àti yín á ràn kárí ayé ni o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní láti kékeré ni ṣẹkúṣẹkú ti ń gbégbá ajé lọ́mọ tiẹ̀ lórí. Ẹ̀yin ti gbégbá ajé ti yín báyìí, ẹ ti gbé lọ́mọ lórí. Lójú ẹ̀mí yín àwọn ọmọ yín á rí ajé lò, wọ́n á rí ajé ná, wọ́n á rí ajé bù, wọ́n á rí ajé fi ná níbi gbogbo táwọn ẹgbẹ́ wọn bá wà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè lójú ẹ̀mí wa sẹ́, àwọn ọmọ wa lájí lò, wọ́n á rí ajé ná láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àwọn ọmọ wa ò ní tàràkà o, kò wá sí iye ọmọ tá a wá bí, ọmọ kan ò ní wojú ọmọ kejì kó tó jẹun láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ọmọ tó ti ara wa jáde, gbogbo ọmọ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè fún wa, gbogbo ọmọ tá a gbà tọ́, gbogbo ọmọ tá a ti gbà bí ọmọ, wọn á ṣoríire lójú ẹ̀mí wa. Wọn ò ní wojú àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wọn àbí wojú àwọn àbúrò wọn jẹ. Gbogbo wọn ló máa ṣoríire níhà tiwọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níjọ́ tí nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ wọn bá dé, ìjọ tí nǹkan oríire yẹn bá dé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi wá ṣàwátì, ọmọ aráyé ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa lórí àwọn ọmọ wa ire ló máa yọrí sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní ṣe lásán, àní ṣe lásán, àní ṣe lásán, wọn ò ní fẹ́ lòmíì ṣe wá o, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe wá ṣe o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. bá a ṣe ń lọ, bá a ṣe ń bà, bá a ṣe ń wọlé, tá a ṣe ń jáde, kò mú lákàáyé àpá àdó àti àbọ̀ wa mọ́. ìjọ tí ebi ń bá pa títì àní bá wọn rà ní fẹsẹ̀ sí níjọ yẹn. ìjọ tí ògùn lákàáyé bá ń fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ èèyàn tó fi ń pa títì láró, tọkọ táyà tọmọ tẹbí tará àní bá wọn rà ní fẹsẹ̀ sí níjọ yẹn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ibi tó rí wa ń gbé wa lọ ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà o, ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà o, lọ́lá àwọn tó ṣílẹ̀kùn ọjọ́ èlò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo ibikíbi tá a bá kọjú sí, gbogbo ibikíbi tá a rọkàn rẹ̀ sí àti ìtààrọ ọkàn rẹ̀ sí, ajé agbére wá láti bẹ̀ fún wa. àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbére wá láti bẹ̀ fún wa. àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń pè tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún wọn á gbére wá láti bẹ̀ fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àárí bá ti ṣe gbà àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o, àìsàn kéré ó tóbi wọn ò ní fi kankan nù ẹ̀ ṣe wa o, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ṣọ ara wa bá wa jà o, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fẹ̀jẹ̀ ara wa bá wa jà o, àní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fọmọ o, ọmọ ò ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wa o, àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ó gbóògùn ni kò gbóògùn ni wọn ò ní fi kankan nù ẹ̀ ṣe wa o, àwọn àgbàlagbà tó wà nílé wa wọn ò ní fi wọ́n dà wá láàmú, wọn ò ní fàwa náà dà wọ́n mọ́ wa láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹrù tálábíàmọ ètú wọn ò ní gbé wá ká wa mọ́lé o, ire ọlá báyìí òun la máa rí o, àtàwọn tá a wà nílé, àtàwọn tó ti rí àjò, àtàwọn tó wà lẹ́yìn odi, àtàwọn tó ti rèlú ọba, ire ni gbogbo wa máa kó délé o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba, tẹ́ ń ṣiṣẹ́ bó ojí mi, ìjọ tí ẹ̀tọ́ yín bá pé, ìjọ tí ẹ̀tọ́ yín bá pé ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ṣàpínlé, wọn ò ní fi yín ṣàwátì, ọmọ aráyé ò ní pin mọ́wọ́, ẹ̀tọ́ yín ò ní gbọ̀n dànù lọ́wọ́ yín, ọkọ ọba àdá ọba kò ní ṣá yín lẹ́sẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ lẹ máa jókòó báyìí lẹ máa jẹ, ìjọ tí ẹ̀tọ́ bá wá dọ́wọ́ yín tó wá tó gbà tẹ́ ẹ máa jẹ kò ní kan lẹ́nu yín, kò ní kan lẹ́nu yín, kò ní tutù jù, kò ní gbóná jù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ogun pé ó wá kù díẹ̀ kó ṣoríire ló ṣọ́kú, ọmọ aráyé ò ní ṣe tèmi àti yín níbẹ̀. ogun pé ó kù díẹ̀ báyìí ló ṣọ́kú, àlọ́ ọmọ aráyé ò ní ṣe tèmi àti yín níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. gbogbo làálàá kòókò jọ̀ǹjọ̀ tá à ń ṣe á dire mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́, àní ṣe lásán láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. béèyàn wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ erin ó wá ń jẹun bí aáyán, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fìyẹn ta èmi àti yín lọ́rẹ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. bó jẹ́ tọ́rọ́ ni o, bó jẹ́ kọ́bọ̀ ni o, òun ló ń pín àìsàn, òun ló ń pín dààmú, kò ní kan lé wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. bó ń pín lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́ kò ní kan lé wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ire lójú owó rí, ire lójú tiwa máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní ẹ̀ẹ̀pẹ̀ṣù ló lè, ẹ̀ẹ̀pẹ̀fá ló lè, ẹ̀ẹ̀pẹ̀ṣù ló lè, ẹ̀ẹ̀wọ̀nrún yànyàn bí ẹni tí ò ní kú mọ́, ẹ wá rán ni lọ sọ́jà, ọmọ ọjà sáré wá sílé, ẹ wá gbẹ́bọ, ẹ gbé nǹkan ètùtù wá, ẹ wá ṣẹbọ, ẹ ṣètùtù fáwọn tó láyé, fáwọn tó nílẹ̀. mo wá ní àǹfààní láti sọ fún yín pé ẹbọ yín á fín, ẹbọ yín á dà, ẹbọ yín á dòdì ọ̀run láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ìgbóhùn tí ń jẹbọ ọ̀ṣálù wa, àkàlàmàgbò tí ń jẹ tọ̀run á jẹ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹbọ á wá darí wàhálà àti ìdààmú lọ, á darí àìríná, àìríṣe, àìrílò, gbogbo ìbànújẹ́, gbogbo ìtìjú, ẹbọ á darí ẹ̀ lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. èṣù àgbà, ẹ̀gbà àgbà á gbé fáwọn ajogun, àwọn ajogun á dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. ẹbọ yẹn á wá darí ire wa, á darí ọlá wa, á darí ajé, ọlà, ọrọ̀, ìlera pípé, ìgbéga, ìdùnnú, àlàáfíà, á darí ẹ̀ wá sọ́dọ̀ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní ṣe lásán. Ifá ti gbé àwọn ará wájú, òun lèmi àti yín ṣe ń ṣe é títí dèní. ìṣẹ̀ṣe ti gbé àwọn tó lọ níwájú, òun làwa náà ṣe ń ṣe é títí dèní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá á gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá, àwọn tó ṣàwò kù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á ṣe tiwa láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní àbámọ́dá kan ìdá tiẹ̀ kó má ṣe o, àwa tún ti dábàá lẹ́ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó dẹ̀ di dandan kó ṣe. àwa ti fi eyín iwájú àti fi gé ẹran báyìí, ó di dandan kí tèrìgì gbà o. àwa ti pe àwọn tó láyé, àti pe àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwa ti wá nígbà tá a wọlé àjùbà wọ́n ní ọmọdé tó bá júbà máa roko dalẹ̀. Èmi àti nígbà tá a wọlé ajúbà ó dẹ̀ di dandan kíbà yẹn gbè wá torí bá òkè mú ọmọ ènìyàn. Àwọn tó láyé ti gba ìbá wa, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ti gba ìbá wa, wọ́n lè ti fi àṣẹ sí ìta wílé. Wọ́n ní àwíṣẹ òun ní ti Ifá, àfọ̀ṣẹ òun ní t'Ọ̀rúnmìlà. Wọ́n ní àbá ní alágẹmọ máa ń dásẹ̀, òrìṣà òkè ló ń fàṣẹ sí. Èmi àti yín ti dábàá lẹ́nu, òrìṣà òkè ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí. Ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣẹ bẹ́ẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró, òun ló wá dúró tì wá, òun ló bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé lẹ́nu láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní kí Ifá ó bá ní ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn ọba wa ṣe. A ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn ọba wa ṣe. Ifá bá wa ṣe o, Elédùmarè á bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn wọ́n á bá wa ṣe o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Adúpẹ́ ẹ ṣé tẹ́ dúró tì wá tẹ́ bá wa ṣe ètò. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀rúnmọlẹ̀, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn òrìṣà, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn aláṣẹkù, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ orí àti ẹlẹ́dàá kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ síbí lẹ́nu. Ọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, dúdú ni, funfun ni, lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbáláyé níbi tẹ́ ẹ wà. Akínyín àní ẹ ṣé gan ni, adúpẹ́. Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá, àwọn alálẹ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí wọ́n á gbè wá. Thank you so much for joining us today and for staying with us till the end of this episode of Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for today. If you joined in halfway, you can catch a replay on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. Mr. Dayo P1, Adúpẹ́ gan ni, ẹ ṣé. Thank you for your constant support. Personal shopper Mova, we are grateful. Jane Juma, Adúpẹ́. Auntie Golden Light, ẹ ṣé. Dr. Yomi, Adúpẹ́. Buki, Adúpẹ́, ẹ ṣé. Pauline, I'm so grateful. Mrs. O Forever, thank you so much. Àníkẹ́ Adúpẹ́, Ifá bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, Ajé á bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín, Ọ̀ṣùṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ Olóyún Ayọ̀ á bá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ibi tẹ́ ẹ ti mówó jáde tẹ́ ẹ ti fún wa ní gift lénìí. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè kò ní tán níbẹ̀. Àbùdíní tó lókun àbùdíní tó lọ́sà bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń bù á máa dín ni láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ìgbà òjò àti ìgbà ẹ̀rùn ilé alákàn yìí gbẹ fómi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àpò yín ò ní gbẹ fówó, kò ní gbẹ fọ́lá, kò ní gbẹ fún nǹkan ìdùnnú àti àlàáfíà àti nǹkan ayọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Until tomorrow when I will come your way again on this same channel, Ifá College on TikTok and Iyanifa Ewa on YouTube, I remain your host, Chief Iyanifa Awobankefa, tí gbogbo ènìyàn mọ̀ sí Olóyè Iyanifa Ewa. I'm the founder of the Ifá College, where we teach the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifá, Ìṣẹ̀ṣe, African spirituality, about our roots, about our source, about our identity, and who we are. I help you to unlearn all the misconception and all the lies that you are told, all the misguidance and misinformation. I help you to unlearn it and to learn the truth and to relearn certain things that you used to know before that you did not think was important. That is what we do at the Ifá College. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, Adeshola. If you need a consultation, divination, Ifá reading, your Itefa, your Ìṣẹ̀fà, you want to do your Ẹgbẹ́, and you want to buy spiritual products, herbal products, and every other thing in between, just send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. Ẹ ṣé gan ni, Adúpẹ́. Send a message to the WhatsApp number. It's a verified WhatsApp number, and that is the only verified WhatsApp number for Iyanifa Ewa and Ifá College. I will see you tomorrow on another episode of Ìṣẹ̀ṣe for today. Títí ọ̀la máa ní kí Ifá ó bá wa ṣe, k'Elédùmarè ó bá wa ṣe. Àwọn tó ṣàwo kù sẹ́yìn kó bá wa ṣe.